Hey everyone, wow, welcome back to Evandale and Seekers of the Fall. We have an almost full crew tonight. Kevin is just off on a little bit of a break, but we'll be back next week. We've got some new faces here as part of the complete crew of 6 players now. So welcome to the second session of Seekers of the Fall. First, let's go around. Hi, my name is Steve. I do things here. Let's go around. Erin, take it from here. I'm going to pass it over to you.
Hi, I'm Erin. I also do things here. I'm Erin My Laundry on Twitch, and I play Zora, the really bad rogue so far. We'll see if that gets better. I'll turn it
very
over.
Warm.
Yes, very warm. And I'll turn it over to Dan.
Me. I'm Dan. Hi. I don't have socials or anything like that. This is my first day here.
Dan, you do have socials. You have socials on Discord and on Twitch that people know you by.
Yeah, I am Woodsy42 on the Evandale Discord. That is the only place you're really going to find me. If any of my Sunday players are here for my D&D campaign, hello. You know me already. I will be playing Thessalia, who is a Catfolk monk. Yeah.
Awesome.
Go to you, Josh.
Hello, my name is Alvin Noosebound, but you know me as the ROFL Iron Chef, and I am a gnomish alchemist, both in real life and in the game.
And who are you passing it to?
Oh, I'm passing it to Frenell.
Hi, I'm Appleglass on Twitch and some other places, just, I don't know, Google. Yeah, and I play Frenell, a very inquisitive, but totally socially awkward, like not like real life at all, type of gnome who is a leaf druid. So lots of plants and tea. Yeah.
And tea. I love it. I love it. And who are you passing it to?
Oh, hi, Aldred.
Hi, I'm Christopher. I'm playing Aldred Stormhelm, and my socials are CHDASA1 on Discord. I don't have anything clever, so
that's all right. The premise of Seekers of the Fall is these fine folks here belong to an organization known as the Vanguard Society. That is in a country that is a little bit far to the southeast of where they currently are. The Vanguard Society kind of prides itself on being able to locate old relics and ancient artifacts and holding on to these high-powered items and securing them, cataloging them, but ultimately making them available for anybody who wants it. The short version is that history has people have learned there is evil out there, and they will get their hands on these exceptionally powerful things, and then hopefully they won't this way. So this group of adventurers had heard that something was going on, but we're going to find out a little bit more about that once we start getting into it. I just forgot to bring up one last thing. Zen, wow, thank you. Hype train is already close. So if you guys don't know, here's how a hype train works on this channel. If the chat has decided to help you guys out with like the tossing out of bits or subs or what have you, if they hit on a hype train level at all, it makes no difference if they completed the level. If they hit a level 1, everyone here then gets a +1 modifier that they can then use at any point during the game. It gives it, yeah, I'm going to add that +1. If they hit a well, here it comes. Holy crap, they just gave everyone a +1. That's awesome. Wow, holy cow, that's fantastic. If they hit on a 2, then you have a +1 and a +2, which you then combine for a +3. This is good for any roll, but once you use it, it is gone for the rest of the game or until they decide to come up with another. They just gave you a 2s and 3s. Wow, so if you decide to blow your load, you can now add a +6 to any roll that you want to make sure that you get there. Not only that, but the entire party also now has a pool of 3 advantages, which in Evandale we call urchins for another reason, and another day I will describe it. So if anybody really wants to re-roll something, go ahead and do that, and then you're going to take the highest. So, wow, stream, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
They're already going, and that's actually kind of good because... shit's about to get real. There's the society itself has a leader within their realm known as Rin, whose title is a Thar, who is a master of their craft, in this case a ranger. The last time that we were here, and we found ourselves in the frozen wastelands of Yurunde, far to the northwest of the eastern portion of the continent of Erin. Their mission was that a meteorite had struck about a week and a half ago, and Yurunde is a theocracy. They locked down everything, and when they started to activate their militia unprovoked to surround the meteorite and get something from it, the world and all of its neighbors became very, very concerned. When the Vanguard Society got wind of this, they sent up a scout team. The scout team then confirmed, yes, a meteorite hit, and something weird happened to the Earth. It had turned red. Of course, due to the heat, snow around the area had melted. And 4 of our intrepid adventurers here, Alvin, Frenell, Zora, and Karl, who's not here at the moment, went out to investigate first. They went down, they discovered that there were multiple people all around, but there were also rune giants, far beyond the ability of what any of them as a single group would be able to handle. Nonetheless, they went down into where the meteorite had hit and tried to recover at least the core of it to get the answer, which ultimately was the mission. What is it about this thing that the whole of Yurunde wants? What is it? And they went down there and they found the shell of the meteorite as if it was hollow. Something had been removed. What exactly, we don't know. But we do know that they ended up, let me move over here. We do know that they ended up in a snowbound region. Now, 3 others have joined. In this case, what did we hit, by the way? This is amazing. You guys have, did they, are, hit, you guys, David, what's up, man? Wow, bits are being thrown. You guys are on a, where are you? I don't even know what level you're on. This is amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. I think 4, they now hit 5. You guys now have a +1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Wow. We also just beat our record.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Thanks,
wow, that's incredible. All right, so you guys are now well equipped. So here's the setup. This is amazing. Wow, thank you guys. Let me get this here to that. There we are. Several of you had already been here, but then a torch in the distance through the blizzard itself started to show itself. That was Rin, coming back with 2 others. Karl had moved off in order to just watch camp, which is just a little bit off screen, just a little bit up to the north. Rin, the guardian or the lieutenant of this area, led the other 2, Aldred and Thessalia. And how do you pronounce it? Is it Thessalia or Thessalia?
Hard T, Thessalia.
Thessalia, perfect, thank you. So Rin here in the middle with torch in hand ended up leading you guys. And that's when the reality of the situation came through. I don't know how many of you firmly understand what has happened here, but we tried to provide you with a little bit of info. However, 4 of you already came. Karl is going to watch the camp. I need you back over there. Karl then scampers off, goes back to the camp. Being someone who is capable of noticing a good deal of things as a scout, they're going to be amazing. So that is why Karl is doing their thing. As for the rest of you, you three have been here. Did you happen to go into the camp at all?
No, we went right into the meteorite, to the impact zone.
Did you see anybody? Is there anybody there beyond the ridge?
Oh, yes. Rune giants, specifically.
Did they set up a camp?
They did.
And a temple.
Temple? This is not good. This is not good.
In my estimation, it is not good.
He's bracing himself against the winter wind, but his clothing is a little bit on the lighter side. You can see steam rising up from underneath his collar. Looking at the rest of you. All right. What did the three of you discover when you went down there?
I produce the 2 sets of soil samples, and I say, this one about 40 feet out, this one about 20 feet from the impact itself. The meteor was hollow inside, and based on its size, it should have destroyed a lot more than it did. We think something might have slowed its descent.
Really?
That's about the most. Oh, red soil. Yes, as you can see, the soil is red, very iron rich.
Did you analyze anything else?
It wasn't just hollow, the meteor. It was like something was removed. I stuck my head in, and it seems like something had been taken out of it.
So they already have it.
Have what?
Whatever it is. That's why we're here, to find out what it is that they have. Did you happen to inquire with them? Because I'd be very concerned if you did. But
they weren't very interested in diplomacy. For now, you smelled the soil. It smelled kind of odd, right?
Oh yes. I'm also like sitting off to the side, kind of thinking, oh, please don't ask about all the mud that's on both me and Alvin's.
We're both still covered in mud, by the way. Watch last episode, please.
I smelled the samples, and we think there was some sort of metal in it. But the crazier thing was, as I was looking out and just trying to get a feel of the entire situation, I noticed that there was some sort of energy coming from it. I thought, possibly from I almost feel silly saying this, but it was almost like it was Nordaga, but not. I've never felt anything like this, but it was so powerful. All of these, just the energy coming from it.
And yet it's not of nature. You said it's not of nature.
Well, it's not of Nordaga. I don't know what it is. It's not any. It's not of any nature that I know of. So,
if you guys are not locals, because I know that we've met only just recently back down at the society, Nordaga is kind of like the laws of nature personified into deity. Nordaga is typically those 2 moons are considered the eyes of Nordaga, and the land itself, no matter where you are, contains Nordaga's spirit in it, or some believe. Frenell, you're a druid, aren't you?
Yes.
Right, that would be a priest of Nordaga. And you're saying that that thing landed and doesn't have a natural energy about it.
Right, but is incredibly powerful.
How so? What did you pick up on?
It's... I feel silly saying this, but I almost feel like blasphemous for it, but it felt almost as powerful as Nordaga, but not of Nordaga at all.
He takes a quick step back, turns, looks over his shoulder. All right.
I look over my shoulder because I'm nervous too.
What you see is an expansive wasteland of snow and hills far behind you. Of course, directly in front of you is the entirety of the camp and the impact site. The night sky has completely obscured most of everything, but thankfully, as light reflects, you seem to be okay. In the distance, you can still see something of a small glow coming from the 2 local campfires of the camp itself. But as he looks around, he steps up to each of you and mentions you by name. Take the torch handle that I have. Just touch it as I say your name. Frenell. Alvin. Let me come
I'm
over
very
here.
uncomfortable with this.
I understand. Karl.
Okay.
Aldred. Zora. Thessalia. My name is Rin. From this point forward, only we can benefit from the light of this torch. And he takes a step forward, just starts marching directly up to the edge to look down. As he goes off, he's completely lit. He stands out like a beacon in the night, and yet you don't hear any kind of a disturbance. And then, for those of you that are a little bit more arcane inclined, you realize it's the torch. He can lock down who can benefit from the light of it. Is that what you saw?
Follow him.
Okay.
I'm also wanting to know, we barely got out of there. I had to burn through all of my reagents. You don't have any spares, do you?
Spares of reagents. I'm not an alchemist. No.
Oh, well, it would have been handy.
Can I ask you a question? And he says as he crouches down behind a rock in order to get a better idea of what's up. His volume is a little bit louder than typical, as would be expected, just due to the blustering winds that are all around. Why are you covered in mud? The 2 of you.
Probably for the warmth.
He
That's what I would do.
looks over at Aldred, kind of, yeah, okay. And he just looks back down at the camp.
Zora was using all of the blankets.
He looks back over at Zora. Alrighty. Well, this is a good thing I don't see any of those giants around. How long ago were you here? How long ago did you go inside the pit?
We just came back.
Alright. Looks like that they've already gone off. Stay here for a second. Any of you track?
I attempted earlier. I could do it again.
Why don't you come with me? He begins coming down the way. And surprise, surprise, somebody is right there. That guy right there, it looks like he's about to call back. He was just trying to get a handhold on a side of a hill and was starting to move his way up. We ended up... What's up?
I'll take him out. I'll fucking kill him.
Okay, here, I'll roll your initiative. Rin has an 18, the ruffian has a 15, and you have a 10. So Rin's gonna take all 3 actions. He's drawing his blade, which is an interact. He's going to take a step in order to come in closer. That's a move action. That's 2 actions, and now he's going to attack. He's gonna strike with his blade. Oh, you know what? It might actually help it if I targeted this little guy. He's gonna strike with his blade, and oh shit!
Nice. Beautiful.
He got a nat 20. Okay, that's cool. That's good.
Good start.
Yeah, I don't want the NPC to be the one to take out the bad guys now. So.
I mean, I was gonna sneak attack, but I don't know how that works. I've never played a rogue.
Oh no, that's awesome. We're gonna find out together. It's just normal damage. However, the target is so humiliated, according to this. Hold on, I'll show you what it says.
Oh, fantastic.
It's care your initials. I think it means carve your initials. The target is so humiliated it can do nothing but attack you at the end. So it can't call out. He can't do anything.
Beautiful.
At the end of each of his turns, it can attempt a will save to end this effect. That's freaking beautiful.
Perfect.
Oh
I do have a quick question regarding mechanics, real quick.
yeah, what's up?
In Foundry, is the things that I see what I can see as my character?
For the most part, yeah. Yeah, it's a good assumption. There are certain times where I put up walls and stuff that you have to move around the wall to be able to see stuff.
So I could see that guy a long time ago.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, so you were back here, and then that's a downhill. So no, you wouldn't have been able to see that until you got closer up to the ledge. No,
I didn't know if it was a dim sight thing or something.
No, you're good. No, it was it was just.
Because we're up above, right? Y'all are like that's going down into it.
Yeah,
Right.
okay, I see that. I get that.
All right, damage is done. So, he is now gonna go. The only thing that he can possibly do is attack. He's going to try to return the attack. He's using a club. Holy crap! He actually succeeds fairly well. He swings around and smacks him right in the chest with it. You can hear oh, thank God. You hear a clanking of scale mail as it goes through. Zora, you hear chink, 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 and it starts echoing all over the place. Those of you up on top of the hill, you hear that as well.
I'm running.
Okay, all right, perfect. Then I'll get you guys involved in initiative as well. Hold on, let's get the rest of you in here. Boop and boop. Let's get everyone up. There we go. Alrighty, we now have everything. Zora, take your turn before we move over to everyone else at the top of round 2.
Beautiful. As Rin is getting plucked with his the chainmail, I'm going to go up to this guy with my claws out and swipe him backwards, like swipe across to push him backwards off of him.
Okay.
And then if I can...
Nice.
Oh, 16's gonna miss. Interesting.
That was... yeah, its AC is actually 19.
Okay, beautiful. So
You have... Hold up. You have bonuses. We hit a hype train.
String bonuses.
Oh, it's a 19. So yeah, I'll throw 3 at it.
You got
4
it.
at it.
All right, 3 or 4. I think you missed by 3.
And then 3.
Yep. Then there you go. All right. So you use your +3. That turns into a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Beautiful. That's a 2. And as I like slash with my claws, I'm gonna spin around and take my knife and stab him. Like now I'm behind him, and I'm gonna stab him in the chest.
Okay. Go ahead and let's see. You took a move action to get there. Mm-hmm. You attacked once, so now you'll be able to move around if you wish.
Oh yeah, it was just for flavor, but it doesn't matter.
Well, no, because it's if you read. Well, actually, here, check this out. Gimpo Knight just said, as a rogue, if you flank, you get sneak attack as they are flat-footed. So if you move to a position opposite them,
yeah,
like that.
Oh, great.
Then,
okay.
Yep. Then they become flat-footed to you.
Sweet. I don't know how to do sneak attacks, but I did strike with my dagger.
Okay. Yeah. Damage is done. That was. There will not be an attack of opportunity on that. Alrighty.
Damage was not done. Now it's done.
Okay. And there we are. Alrighty. We're at top of round 2. Aldred, you come rushing down the hill. Go ahead, my friend.
All right. What kind of incline are we on right now?
Not difficult terrain. You have good footing.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna come in my glaive and get like right out of reach from him and strike him with it.
Holy crap. So you've got a nice long ass reach on it. All right. And let's see. No, go ahead. So you'll notice on yours, since this is the first time you're using Foundry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time you're playing Pathfinder, right?
It is.
Okay, so I'm going to walk you through it. All right, you ready? So on your character sheet, chances are you've already noticed that there's an actions panel. That's going to be the second icon. It looks like a geometric, kind of like a diamond with a smaller diamond within it.
Yeah.
Okay, in that are your strikes. Now, right now, you would have a glaive, so you're going to want to draw that as one-handed or two-handed. Typically, that, exactly, okay? So that is an interact action, so that's one action that you've used. I'm going to assume that you had it out, though, and that what we saw on the character sheet just didn't reflect reality. So we're going to say that you have all your actions. Okay, so now that you have it, you're going to see that there's a strike and then there's MAP -5, MAP -10. Everyone gets multiple attacks in Pathfinder 2e. However, depending on your proficiency with the weapon, you will receive for your secondary and tertiary. It just becomes a little bit more difficult each time. So that means multiple attack penalty -5, multiple attack penalty -10. So you get to move up. That'll use one action, or you've already moved, so you're fine. And now do like a strike, and do 2 strikes. So like strike and then the MAP -5.
Well,
oof. So yeah, you can if you double right click on the ruffian, you will be able to target him, and then it will do all the calculations for you as well.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he has an AC of 19, and you attacked with a 13. Good news is the chat has been kind. Would you like to use any of those bonuses?
How many bonuses do we have now?
You have a +1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I believe they hit a level 5.
Yep.
Yes. Wow. So you can cash it all in for a total of 15, or you can just mix and match and say, give me the +1 and give me the whatever. So you missed by 6.
Is that a pooled thing, or we each have that?
Everyone in the group has all 5 modifiers available to them one time.
I'm definitely hitting them then.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and do it.
Alrighty. So you want to use your 4 and the 2?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You got it. All right, so you still have a +1, a +3, and a +5 available to you. So all of that's courtesy of the chat. Thanks, guys. So that is going to mean that you then, of course, hit. Now go ahead and click the damage button. Let's see what you do.
Oof. Come on.
That's awful. You do 4 points of damage. This ruffian's obviously wearing armor. And a little bit tougher than you think. Is that going to be... Oh, that was 1 attack, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to try the map.
Yeah. This is going to be your 2nd attack.
All right.
That's a 9. You need a 10. Can you get a 10? No, you can only get a +9. Like the 5, the 3, and the 1. You can re-roll if you want.
Oh, can I? Yeah.
The entire party has the pool of 5. So if you use it, everyone else, including you, only have 4 in the future. FYI.
I'm not going to do that right now.
No? Okay. Alrighty. So you miss on your 2nd attack, and now we're going to move over to Alvin. It is your turn.
I look so embarrassed right now.
Alvin has a little bit of a different goal this combat. I want us to very quietly we need intel. That was the entire point of scouting, and you blithering fools, you absolute fools, are killing this man when we should be choking him out.
Alvin is screaming from the top of the hill, mind you.
All of this stuff.
No, I'm running down the hill thinking this.
Are you thinking it or saying it?
Furiously, and I would like to make a warfare lore check.
Sure.
If it's at all possible.
Yeah, of course it is.
And I don't know if I know this person's race, background, really anything about them in-game. Ancestry, sorry. Leftovers from D&D, I hate that word too. I would like, that's a 1 on screen, isn't it?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're moving down, however, ROFL, if you're moving down, go ahead and move so we understand where you are, because right now you're at the top of the hill screaming down at them, if that's your intention for them to hear.
I'm having trouble in Foundry moving the window, so like
right click and drag with the right click.
Right click and drag with right click.
Did that do it?
It did it. You're a lifesaver.
I was troubleshooting on the back end here.
You are good. Thank you, Apple.
Fantastic. I love you. I need you. Thank you so much. And then
are you
this guy?
There you go.
Did I do it?
Yeah, you did it.
Did I do good?
Perfect. You did great.
Okay.
Good boy.
So I'm thinking all of this, and I'm out of reagents though, so I can't dip a cloth in either. So what I wanted to know was if they have a surrendery taboo. You know, a lot of fighting forces have taboos against surrender.
Yeah, what you are
and
seeing
I was
here.
just wondering.
Sure. So you got a 7. You got a, what was it? Yeah, you got a 7 on your warfare
7,
lore.
yeah, because I have a +6.
Yeah, there is something about these people that is a little bit on the more mysterious side. This stands. It totally tracks. Yurunde is so far out there, and their isolationist mentality keeps everyone at bay. They just don't, there's not a lot of information known about them, so it is completely understood. Having said that, this is for people who are just learning how to play Pathfinder. We don't have an insight, we don't have a sense motive, but you do have perception. So you can roll a perception. It will be on the left-hand side. You just click the D20 symbol. Okay, that works the same.
Perception. Time to roll perception.
I'll give that to
My
you.
computer is a little slow.
I can roll it for you. Not a problem.
Oh, I would love that because
Yeah, not a
every
problem.
time you have to reopen up the character window, it
No,
takes a
yeah, no, you don't have
bit
to.
of time.
You got a. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I need to roll. I need to roll you, not.
I'll take a
not that guy.
14.
you may end up rolling better. Nope. It's a 7. So you came rolling down the hill. Snow is in your eyes. You're just, I don't have any reagents, but who are they? Where are they? And you come straight down the hill, you're trying to figure stuff out. You would have expected the entire camp to charge and attack with all of the noise. You would have expected him to shout out in commands, but he looks like he is raging. Looks like he's completely lost his mind. He's yeah, he doesn't look like he's having a very good time. Alvin,
Well,
however,
then I'll definitely stab him then.
sure, I'll get, go ahead. Take an attack.
I got nothing against a good stabbing when it's
Okay.
the mood is right and let's go to
Oh, this
actions.
guy's lost it.
Yeah, he's just like,
There we go. I'll roll that.
okay.
Ooh.
Coming into the clutch, a natural 20. Do you want to do double damage, or do you want to draw a crit card?
I mean, if I get to choose the crit card, it would definitely be to kill him very silently.
Well,
But,
you don't.
I'll let you decide.
There you go. So that's a piercing triple damage. You managed.
Oh my
Coming
god.
in the clutch, Alvin comes sliding down the hill, complaining about a lack of reagents, not knowing this culture at all, ends up stopping his body, sliding down a hill with a dagger run right up to the hilt in the gut of this poor guy. He's now going to do double damage. Go ahead and click the damage button on the right-hand side.
The damage button
On the right-hand side in the chat log. Yep.
in the chat log.
If you don't see it, look up.
I see it.
There you go. Click damage.
Is that the picture of the die or this thing?
No,
that says
it's the button that
critical hit?
says damage. It's if you click the here.
Critical hit deck number 30.
No.
No, it's not that. There's no damage button.
There's no
underneath.
damage button.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, there is.
There it is now. So now triple. Alvin kind of goes. That's just Alvin. You're holding on, and you feel a massive weight. As your dagger, as the guy just falls down. It's gonna pull your blade out. That's the end of that encounter.
I take off my beard.
Okay.
And I turn to my companions and I said, yes, it was a fake beard, okay? Because we're committing war crimes, okay? That's what we're doing here. We've come to this country, we don't know their rules, we don't know their laws. This man might have had a family, and you all
And you
You killed him.
we had a chance, okay, to very quietly put a little bit of ether on a rag. That's all it takes. Okay, just a little bit of reagent, just a little bit of alchemy, and we could make all these problems go away.
Rin
And
is
then we take him back to our camp, and we say some scary things, and he tells us what we want to know. But no.
Rin looks right at you in the eyes. Shh. He moves in a little bit. You said you didn't have any reagents. Why are you complaining? Okay. Zora,
Yes,
can you find out why it is that they're not moving?
I could try. I'll be right back.
He's looking down at Alvin and kneels down. You're right. We could have done this. And you are also extremely good in knowing that an entire war could break out if they discover that we are here. We are not doing what we should be doing. You are right.
Is the image on stream frozen for anyone else? Nope, it was just me.
Zora, give me a stealth check.
Yep.
Now Alvin is going to try to dissolve the body. Looking for a hot tub and lots of acid.
Where is my... Oh, I could do sneak. Stealth plus 6.
Yeah, sneak. Yep. That's a
Oh,
sneak
because
action.
it's you, because it's private. Okay.
There you go.
Learning.
Yep. So now let's see. I'm going to roll for every single one of these guys. Let me do a... Yeah. Why not?
It sounded like a spooky yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's nothing. I wouldn't worry about it.
Also, question.
It's a little bit spooky, just saying.
So, what you...
Wait, what's your question, Apple?
Question, because we're like kind of going on with the thing. In other words, like we already finished those 6 seconds, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was
Oh,
just
it was
checking.
that quick,
I
yeah.
didn't know if it just ended when someone like killed. I was waiting.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I was-
no. So,
I was gonna be doing stuff in the meantime.
so there's a couple of things here that
I don't know
a...
when to like interrupt.
No, you're all good. So there's a couple of things here. A DM, like the person running the game, can continue the initiative and continue the rounds to give the effect that combat could continue, that there could be enemies that are still moving around in the shadows. In this case, this guy was dispatched so quickly that it is not even a chance. And now we're going to find out whether or not they heard anything, because now we have eyes and ears on the ground. So if they engage again, we'll just simply, because it's so quick in Foundry, we're just going to roll initiative for everything on the screen all at once. So I just took everyone out of encounter mode or out of the combat mode just for the time being. So now you can all freely move.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
How do I change my perspective?
Oh, you can turn. So if you, if you click and drag, do you have a mouse wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can hold down the control button and then use the mouse wheel.
I
you go.
recommend shift.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
There you go. Shift will allow you smaller increments, I believe, or is it the larger?
It's
Oh.
bigger. It gets quicker. It's
There you
easier
go.
if you.
Yeah,
How do you turn your character?
exactly what I just described. Press and hold down control and then use the mouse wheel after you've clicked on your token.
Perfect.
There you go. Alrighty, what did you roll for your sneak?
It's private.
Oh, that's right.
You tell me.
Oh, that's right. And I already rolled. Yeah, and I already rolled their perception because I'm a dope. Wow. So, what you see here is several people that are bundled around a fire. The one down to the south, kind of shifts around a little bit. She doesn't look too happy. The other two their heads are covered in fur, and you can see that they are leaning in on the fire. The ones that are a little bit farther out, a little bit of the same. Seems like everyone is completely covered up their heads and ears with fur just to stay warm, and none of them are inside of this immense tent. You can only imagine that the rune giants who were here are in there.
recognize the one on the very bottom of the fire? She was at the meteorite site.
She was. I believe that when you say the meteorite site, you mean
Yes.
the hole over on the left.
Yeah, she was one of the ones that was looking down at us.
Yes.
Okay. So I kind of want to listen to their conversation. How close do I need to get for that?
Well, definitely within earshot. However, they couldn't hear all of the battle, so your chance are you're going to have to get extremely close. Now, I want to explain something. When it comes down to sneaking, here's how it works. First, you essentially need to hide. Well, it's assumed that you are hidden from their view because they didn't initially see you come back down the hill. At least they're not reacting to it. Like, for example, Alvin right now is behind a whole bunch of rocks. And probably they can't yet see him, so he would be hidden. From a hidden position, you can then sneak around. The assumption is they can't see you. But if you come in close, all they have to do is just look over their shoulder and they can see you.
Excellent. I have unseen Lizardfolk, so my skin as I'm moving forward kind of like shimmers into like a whitish tundra-y background.
Ooh,
It gives me a +2 circumstance bonus to stealth checks.
fantastic.
Yeah, and I also have breath control, so I'm going to be holding my breath for this entire time to be even quieter.
Okay, so that was factored into your sneak, I believe. Let me just double check.
I hope so, because it's not showing up as a feat in Foundry.
You have... hold on. Let me just make sure of something here. You should be okay. Let's see if there was a toggle or anything like that. But it gives you +2 circumstance bonus? Mm-hmm. Okay, that has been adjusted.
Great. Sweet. Okay.
Meanwhile, can I rifle through the pockets of this dead person and look for reagents?
Sure. What specifically are you looking for? Like, they don't seem to have the accoutrement of an alchemist.
Right. Specifically, I'm looking for something that will help oil to disperse better for the purposes of quickly crafting a alchemist's fire, is what it's commonly known as.
Is there a specific reagent for that by name?
No. So, Pathfinder 2e is actually really bad about that. They just say
No, because we don't need to get into that level of detail.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, but in my head canon,
Sure.
I always thought of alchemist's fire as just a really dispersed, highly flammable substance.
Sure.
And so, I was thinking like basically, you know how if you combine, oh geez, no, I can't say that on Twitch.
We're not. You know what, ROFL, don't.
Yeah.
He has weapons. He has armor, and you can see. And amongst his weapons is a sling, and he has sling bullets. That's it.
What are the sling bullets made out of? Can I just take a bite out of one and see if it's iron?
It is stone.
Well, that's not going to do me any good. Okay.
I'm just watching him like, what is going on right now?
Go ahead and pocket all of it anyway.
Yeah, Stormy, I think you and Tess just kind of look at each other like,
Who are these people?
Is it a well-maintained dagger that he has, or a rusty one?
He has it's fairly well maintained. It has some sort of like blubber oil on it.
Oh, okay.
However, we're going to turn our scene back over to Zora.
Please do. Sorry, I'm.
So we have, let's see here.
I'm 45 feet away,
Okay, cool.
behind a rock.
You can hear something of low murmurs of talk. First off, what language do you speak?
Ooh, I speak Common, Uruxi, and I guess Uncommon is another one. Oh no, never mind. I lied. Common, Draconic, Elven, and Uruxi.
Okay. So let's see here.
Which I'm not here.
That's what they just weren't added on. That's yeah. So it's Alvin Noosebound, which is your lizard tongue. Draconic and draconic. Okay. Alrighty. And there you go.
Yep.
You hear them. They seem to be speaking in a regional language. You don't hear. You're not really picking up on what they're saying. But also, the wind is howling. They are completely muffled up, and a lot of their words are not coming in the wind towards you. So it's actually very difficult to hear.
Okay. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, and I'm going to go the long way around to get to the back of the tent. And
Okay.
my goal is to see if I can lift it up from the bottom and peek inside.
Ooh, okay. Let's see what you can do.
I'm just gonna go.
If you guys over there want to roll perception checks to see if you can actually follow along,
Yeah,
yeah, if you want, go ahead.
I would like to. Where is the perception check at? Again?
Left-hand side.
What?
It's in the red bar on the left, yeah. So, Zora's now got behind, or is now behind the tent. You lift the flap. Good news. No one is inside.
Is the missing meteorite piece in there?
No, in fact, it looks like that most everything has been taken. Aldred and Thessalia, the two of you were able to see Zora really crouching down low, and almost you cannot see her, but you were able to see her sneak out from and go in behind the tent.
So that I feel like I need to move up a little closer just to
Go ahead.
keep myself.
Yeah, I would also like to stealthily move up closer.
Yes.
That's a good option.
So if you want to do that, we can assume that you guys are currently hidden from their view, which will allow you to engage in stealth. So to do that, if you look up on your sheet, you'll see the geometric figure. It should be second icon. That's your actions. And in there, you will find the sneak action, which uses the stealth skill.
Okay, that is in our character sheets.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see. If you write your character sheet up top, okay, you have the first round icon, which is character. The second one is actions. That's the geometric figure.
So do we have to create action?
Oh, it's not listed over there. Okay, hold on for a second. I can help you out. Erin, do you remember? Let's see. Hold on. Where was it? There's. Yeah, I think I have it here. Yep, got it. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Hey, everyone.
Oh, you're good.
All the players. You ready? Here's what you're gonna do. All the players, and I do mean everyone. Go, click on the gear in the upper right corner of Foundry. Click the top button, configure settings. I'm gonna take care of this real quick, guys.
Okie doke.
Okay, in the configure game settings box, look on the left-hand side for PF2E workbench. Great mod for Pathfinder players for Foundry, by the way.
Workbench.
Yep,
Got it.
PF2E workbench. And then scroll down on the right-hand side to where it says skill actions position and change it from disabled to top.
You will only ever have to do that once because mine's
Yeah.
already like that, so I didn't have to do this.
Same.
Okay.
Then just save it.
And then
That's good.
save, yeah. And then you may have to close, if you don't see the skill actions appear immediately, you may have to close your sheet and then open it back up.
So nothing has appeared for me yet.
Okay, then
Let me
hold
make
on for 1
that.
second then, because then I can do my magic on my side. 1 second.
Oh, I have a bunch of skill actions that I can access.
Yep, 1 second. I just forced a reload of the system. So now go ahead and open up your character sheet.
I still don't see anything.
Hold on. That's interesting. It's not a problem. Okay, when you click on the figure up top, you don't see actions or skill actions, individual ones.
Whenever I go to the actions bar, I can see like my strikes and everything, and then under action it just gives me create action.
Oh, it's just
for
blank.
house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So close your sheet. Let's just double check the setting. Click on game settings in the upper right, the gear, and then configure settings again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scroll down to PF2E workbench.
Okay.
Scroll all the way down to where it says skill actions position.
And set that to top.
And that's what it was at? Top?
That's what I just now set it to.
Ah, okay, yeah. Set it to top and now click save changes at the bottom.
All right. So that's what I did last time. So I still don't have anything.
Oh, that is so weird. Okay,
So weird.
we'll figure that out. In the meantime, don't worry about it. I can roll for you.
Okay.
All right, I apologize. 1 second.
I'm just gonna get right up here behind Tess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Directly behind I can't see anything directly behind the rock. So
What?
I'm standing with my head
Are you not
facing
tall
towards the
enough
rock, like
to over it?
What are the rest of you doing?
I want to also examine the body. I know Alvin was super excited about like weapons.
Yeah.
But I want to go up and see if there's any sort of clues of like where this ruffian is from. Any sort of like, I don't know, like little pieces of paper, any sort of like notes that got left behind. I don't know. Yeah, I
Sure.
don't think they're like I don't think they have a diary, but I would like to
Hey, they might.
examine the body for any sort of, do I recognize any like insignias or anything?
So when you come up closer, you really start looking for anything that could potentially stand out. I just happened to do for you, just to get it going, a society check. That's one of your proficiencies or one of your core skills, society. You're picking up on something that is a little bit unusual. You note that they had, first off, they're wearing a kind of fur, like an outer garment, that is not typically worn by people of a class such as the rest of them, indicating that this coat may come from a different place or had been given to them or what have you. It's a little bit disjointed in its fashion. Granted, we're talking winter fur here. There's only so many different ways that you can go. But the cut and the style of it seems to speak of a person who comes from about 500 miles south. They don't appear to be native to this. You compare and you get that information from anybody can come from anywhere, right? But there are certain other things that begin to match up. You kind of get the feeling that this person is a stranger in a strange land.
But I don't see anything that necessarily talks about the group that they're with.
No insignias or anything like that. No.
Okay.
That's very sad. Can I check his teeth for gold fillings?
Sure. Yeah, he's got gold fillings. Why not?
Fantastic. I pry them out.
Let's go back to Zora.
So Zora, who is no dental proficicionado, is going to be checking for correspondence or anything, written orders
Sure.
on tables. She kind of like flips. She's doing her like lizard thing, and then she like jumps up, and she's like with her claws just kind of shifting papers around, and like her beady eyes looking everywhere for stuff that alludes to why they're there. Something that Rin would find interesting.
Yeah. However, it's not on papers. It doesn't look like that there's a lot of writing anywhere in this whole place. But what you do find are symbols. Something inscribed in the ground. It appears to be a geometric shape of some kind. It's kind of difficult to tell exactly what it is. It doesn't resemble anything in particular, but I'll draw it out for you, and then you can see.
Okay.
Here's the most disturbing part. It's everywhere on the inside of the tent.
Ooh. Like on the tent too?
On the tent walls, inscribed, yeah. Looks to be blood.
Same symbol?
Yeah, same symbol.
Okay.
Let me sketch this out here for you really quick.
Can we make out that there's like
You can make out with anybody. Yeah, this is a totally free.
blood through the tent?
Oh, sorry.
Didn't you read the
Hold
veils and-
on. Aldred was talking. Go ahead.
Can we make out that there were symbols that had bled through the tent? Can we see that? From where
No,
we are?
no, the canvas here is damn thick, really thick,
like leather.
like canvas, extremely thick. I mean, it's not quite sail canvas; it's more like doubled up.
I would know if it was sail canvas.
Yes, actually, shit, you would. God damn it! Give me a sailing lore. You would absolutely know that, dude.
Can I do that
Just
too?
imagine him
I
like
also have
stroking
that.
his beard and be like, "That's not sailing canvas."
That's leather.
Where do I do that? Okay, here we go.
You got it.
I think so.
Oh,
Where's?
Tess is not paying attention to the canvas style.
So do I just click on selling lore?
Yeah,
or the thing next to it.
yeah. You already did. Well, Thessalia
here it
did.
is.
That was
Oh, Thessalia's like boats. What's a boat?
So that's a 16, right?
Yeah, this is a. Perhaps when you get a little bit closer, you'll be able to pick up on a couple more details. But it appears that the fabric that this is made out of is kind of a combination between, it looks like a weave, and between some sort of plant, like a heavy fibrous plant, and possibly something else that could come from an animal. Obviously, the whole thing is not leather, but it seems to be a mixed weave. Them further treated with wax or something like that in order to keep moisture out. But you taking a look at the flaps, you can see that the whole thing is laminated, that there are 2 layers to it,
Okay.
with a layer of air in between, allowing for insulation.
I kind of retcon that to Tess real quick. Like this is what's happening. You still have so much to learn about selling canvas, of course.
I am getting in some scribbles here that make perfect sense. This is what you see.
Okay. All right. I'm
It
making
is
mental note.
everywhere.
It's Starship Enterprise.
I know, it's like,
Dear God, they're Trekkies.
So
Abort.
I'm not gonna touch anything. I kind of notice that that symbol's everywhere, and I'm just like, oh fuck. And then I'm gonna back up slowly and kind of reverse out of the tent. Don't really want to touch any in case something is magical.
okay.
And then I'm gonna return to them.
Okay, not a problem. Go ahead and do that. Alvin, you managed to get 3 gold fillings.
Fantastic. I'm still trying to think of ways to create reagents. I would love to bargain with you sometime when we're not on camera for how I can regain spell slots mid-adventure, but
Long
it's
rest.
just too boring.
Long rest.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, fair enough.
You should have. Hold on. Hold on. Reagents themselves.
Replenish at a long rest, but you can also find them in nature,
I gotcha. Okay, copy.
given a compelling enough reason.
Oh, then yeah. I mean, if you're looking for something, it's right because I don't think that they're going down into that kind of a detail. You're just looking for some kind of a reagent. If there's a specific ruling or understanding that you're looking for, I can absolutely help you out there.
I mean, nothing about him sparkled like magical alchemy clues to me, so I think I'm gonna forgo grinding down his natural teeth to make a powder.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I don't want you to do without. Let me just see here.
I mean, I'm really suffering here because I would like to be grinding down all sorts of body parts.
I mean,
but-
we can assume that you came with all. I don't know why it wouldn't be on your sheet. I would say that you.
Well,
would
I do have alchemy tools.
I understand that, but you're asking specifically for reagents, and the GM is telling you go ahead and put it on your sheet.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, you would have
now
come with
regained some reagents?
enough. Yeah, you would have been absolutely self-sufficient, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, a first level character, by the way, is a little bit more than just a commoner. You've already been doing it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and add that in. That's absolutely fine. No problems.
Okay. I'll give myself 2 reagents then for
Sure.
a rainy day.
Not
in
a
case
problem.
I need to cause a little bit of mayhem.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
Sorry, go ahead.
Since I was not paying attention to the canvas of the tent, I was just studying them from afar, trying to see, like, I guess, like, what they're like, try to see if there's any sort of hierarchy, who's the big boss, that kind of stuff, just in case it does come to fisticuffs.
Yeah.
But
You're right now, because they're not moving around, they appear to be in a relaxed social situation. It's easy to assume that they are not of any, you know what? Hold on. Thessalia, you've been on ships before.
Yeah.
You've seen what malnourishment looks like.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Understanding your character's not trained in medicine, go ahead and roll it. Let's just see where you go with it.
All right. Another nat 1. I'm doing great.
Like you said, not trained.
Not trained.
So also, sorry.
Go ahead, man. You go ahead.
For those
So also being like on a ship with her, would I be able to, like, would that fall under survival?
It can fall under survival. In this case, we're looking for why it is that they are doing. I'm looking for a specific piece of info, but it's no, it's totally cool. You can do that too. So yeah, by all means. So you can just click on the modifier, the +1 for medicine, under the hand symbol and on your character sheet.
Where is the one for medicine?
It's under core skills. Look under the hand icon up at the top.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I found it. Okay.
There you go.
I'm just a little dyslexic, that's all.
Don't worry about it. You are all good.
I got it too. Cool.
So you got a 3 in total.
These guys look completely normal to me. I don't know
Well,
what
here's
you're on about, actually.
the reality is that their furs are completely covering up every kind of body part, but you guys do note that their clothing does seem a little bit large on them.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Tess and be like,
Too large for a gnome to wear?
I could take them.
I mean, you'll be swimming in it once you put it on, but we can find out.
Unfortunate.
Oh,
Zora, you've
you can
returned.
take them.
Yeah, I could take them. I'm
All
pretty
of them
sure.
by yourself.
Yeah, I'm positive of it.
No.
If you're planning on doing anything, we're going to have to hold on to at least one of them.
Do I hear him say that? Since we're up here
Yeah,
by this rock?
he's gonna come up to you a little bit, and I see that you're antsy to get moving. We're going to have to do something about this. We need some more information. This is too scant. There's nothing here that we could possibly use. You think you can? Yeah?
I think I have information. There was a symbol in the tent. The people are speaking a language I do not understand, but there's a symbol all over the tent, and I draw it in the snow. Perhaps it is something the society has picked up on in their research. I don't know what it means. The only thing I can think of is that star at the top, something celestial or something related to the meteorite.
He turns and kind of reorients himself to stand the other way. It kind of looks like a rock falling down out of the sky.
That is correct.
I suppose if you squint hard enough to look at it. I don't know much about silly symbols or nothing like that, but they look sickly out there. Like they've been starving for a while.
Looks like a triangle.
Yeah, those teeth came out real easy.
All right.
And I wouldn't quite say that we don't have any options here. I mean, we do have a dead body just over there. I'm sure they would be disheartened to find it.
It's possible.
I'm sorry, what is the scale of, like, where are the goalposts here? I'm still not sure. Like,
We are here to find out why they have such an interest in this meteorite, why they activated their entire military within hours of its landing.
I would think it has something to do with that symbol, yes?
It's possible. However, this is a very superstitious people, Aldred.
Maybe Frenell walks up. Could I do like recall knowledge to see like maybe I've like seen it in a book somewhere?
What are you looking for specifically? I might be able to just tell you.
Trying to see if there's been any sort of historical like mention of that symbol, like happening before.
None whatsoever. You do not recognize it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a... So you scour. You go back. You're thinking. It could be a tribal logo, but that Zora... Well, here, I'll let you come to the conclusion. Here, let's do it in character. Rin turns back around, looks at Zora. You said it was written all over the place inside of the tent?
Yes, as if a madman just came and scribbled all over on the floor, on the walls, everywhere. No written correspondence, though. It's what I intended to bring back to you, but there's nothing but that symbol.
What was it written in?
I mean, in the dirt, it was just carved in. In the walls, though, it was blood. It looked like blood. I didn't touch it.
Frenell, you thinking what I'm thinking? This obviously something of great importance, and we are in the theocratic empire of Yurundi. They are very superstitious. I believe this. I think they think that this has a grave importance to them.
Right. So she's just kind of like walking around, like just doing this, like taking a few sips of tea here and there, just kind of like walking in a circle, you know, just like almost ignoring the rest of the group for a minute, just in her own world. And is coming back and is wondering what stood out. She comes back to the group and says, okay, so we know it was written in blood, but whose blood was I'm wondering if it was an animal. I haven't seen any animals around here. So was it one of the other campers? How much blood was there? Did someone bleed out?
Zora, when you looked at it, you didn't see any blood pools on the ground. You didn't see anything that would suggest that someone died in this area. And that combined with all of the, while it was written in blood and very clearly blood, all of it had already turned that rusty brown.
So it didn't look like there was any sort of ritual sacrifice or anything. Nobody was killed in there. And it was very old. It was caked on. However, you, Tess, said that they look malnourished, so perhaps it has something. Maybe they willingly painted this before they set up camp or something. Maybe they're just not malnourished but weakened.
Did you see any rune giants?
No, there's none in there. If there were, I certainly wouldn't be here.
So how many calories do you think? How much food does a rune giant require in a day?
What is a calorie?
To one of these soldiers.
What is a calorie?
It's what happens when you set things on fire. I'll explain later. My point is, these men are starving. We passed a temple. The rune giants probably live in the temple. These people are starving. The rune giants are eating plenty. This is a 2-class system, at least. What we're looking at here are...
I can tell you a little bit about that if you are looking for some information.
Oh, that would be wonderful. That way I don't have
Keep your
to
voice
guess.
down, otherwise I will slit your throat right here.
That would be wonderful.
Good.
That way I don't have to guess.
The society itself. The Rune Giants rule everything. Everyone else that is here is a slave. Some kind of enslaved person, or they grew up here and within the society. There's nothing else that I can tell you about it, except the ruler is an absolute tyrant. He does not do anything other than there's nothing here that moves that he does not know about. So,
Except for perhaps
Us.
what except for us, exactly. Which
Hopefully.
is probably why they are not expecting anything like this. Anybody that comes into Yurunde in the past has been killed almost immediately. They don't ask questions, except of the dead. That is something else that I can tell you. Usually they will have somebody in amongst them, somebody who can, well, after the warriors have taken down the enemies, if they want information, they will get it from their spirits.
That's where you try to say something.
I'm just putting the beard back on, just in case we need to do more crimes.
Thessalia, you were saying something?
Well, I think that standing around here gabbing about what could be is great and all, but she like hooks up a clawed thumb over her shoulder. They're the ones that are gonna have all our answers. They're malnourished, they're weak, they're easy fucking prey. I could take all of them by myself. Aldred doesn't think so, 'cause he's a fucking idiot.
I actually said that I could take all of them by myself. That's what I said.
Regardless.
Either way, less
Stormy, you're old.
give
You're
us
an old
the
man.
answers.
Not this old man who knows a thing or two about sales, though. So
I'm sure you think you do. Zora, do you think you could do the sneaky thing and get back around them?
As a means of springing
Attack.
from behind? Oh, I would love to. One quick question though. If we're looking for what's inside of the meteorite and it's no longer there, then wouldn't frantic scribbles of a symbol indicate fear? And perhaps the meteorite is in the hands of somebody bigger, perhaps rune giants?
Perhaps. Again, they're going to be the ones with the answers.
Fair enough. All right, I shall go. I'll be right back.
And roll a sneak.
You. Okay.
While you're doing that, what do the rest of you do?
I'm going to roll perception so I can keep an eye on Zora, or try to at least.
Yeah, give me a perception.
Please. Hey, not in that one that time.
Zora, can you still see your token?
No.
Hold on. So,
There we go. Thank you.
okay. Thessalia, there was a brief moment there that Zora went behind the rock, opposite where you are. Went behind the rock. She never came out from behind the rock. The rest of you, if you want, you can roll perception, but we can just get through this with roleplay. You don't see her. She just
I hope that's a good thing.
fucking disappeared. A couple of you, except for the flapping, it's like it's a very angry, nervous Komodo dragon that's going straight across snowbanks. Zora, go ahead and take a position.
I'm going to start an ASMR channel.
It's just the name's already taken. Only flaps, but
That's true. Oh my god.
alrighty. You managed to find yourself behind the tent. Aldred,
Yeah.
Thessalia. I'll move in with you. What are you two going to do? Turning around, looking at Frenell and Alvin.
I could support with a sling, but I mean, both of you have already claimed that you could fight them all on your own.
This is not a time for bravado. What are you doing?
I'm inclined to take a nap if both of you are going to take care of all of them on your own, but I guess I can mix up some fire if you get them all grouped together. They'll
Okay,
go up like a candle.
that sounds more like a plan. Druid?
So you all are going out behind, correct? Behind the tents?
Oh no. That's what Zora's hopefully
Just Zora.
doing. Me and Aldred are running straight in. Full
Straight
frontal
in.
attack.
Okay. Might I propose? What if you try to come in from the right side, and if I go stand over on the left, I'm very good at making loud noises. I can be a distraction. I've done it before. They have come after me before.
I like this plan better, and I'll tell you, there is one concern that I have. Why are we killing these people again if they're basically slaves? Enslaved?
I'll keep one of them alive. at
Thank
least.
you. That's all I wanted.
We definitely need one at least.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Which one do you think is the most important?
So you guys take a look. You can see at the top fire, the four that are gathered around, they're shifting around, just trying to keep a little bit on the warm side, but they're all looking in the same kind of scrawniness. The three down below, on the other hand, they seem to be a little bit more buff, but it's the one that Zora recognized that really seems to stand out.
I think that's the one that yelled at me.
Stand out in what way? Like,
She's not exactly
is healthy looking?
well, yeah, perhaps a little bit healthier. First off, she has facial markings that every now and then you can kind of pick up out of the firelight. Her skin has been painted like a snow white. She has a what appears to be a symbol in the middle of her head, in the middle of her forehead as well. Some sort of arbitrary thing, you really can't tell. But you're also noticing that there are some facial features about her that make her distinctly non-human. It's a little bit difficult to tell, though, with the cowl of fur around.
Would I be able to put together that there's like symbols and then this person with symbols on their face and I'm like, she's a cultist. She's the cultist leader.
Would you be able? It sounds to me like you just did. So,
might I suggest one last thing before we go into battle? I see that none of you have brought fake beards. Would you perhaps be more comfortable if you smeared mud on yourselves so as not to be recognizable?
For
We
the
are, of
warmth,
course, about
yes.
to commit crimes in a foreign nation.
We do have to insulate our bodies against the cold.
I'm fine.
Could we all just take a moment and rub mud on ourselves, Steve?
I've already just started dousing my whole face in mud.
I don't get to determine what the PCs do with what players do with their characters. That's all up to you guys. So.
Oh, is there enough mud plentiful for my plan?
You would have to go back down. The land is,
Oh.
it's frozen. But yeah, I mean, you can find some stuff if you look around. That's not a problem.
I'm still covered.
Yeah, you're
I
fine.
never-
It's caked
never-
on. You're fine.
I just like drink my tea in silence and just like
I just picture Rin like slowly turning around and looking at like this whole party just like reluctantly smearing mud on their face.
Yeah, that's always like,
Except for
I'm
Alvin, who is
fire.
very confident right now.
Yeah, no, I'm like absolutely like this is the smart thing to do, and I'm just like smacking mud all over my face, like.
Aldred, you just got on my good side.
Really? Stormy. Really?
so.
For warmth.
Perhaps I go over to the left. Can I sneak over to the left? I see these sort of rocks. Is this something that I could I assume it's higher up than the fires.
A little bit. It's more like a little bit of a slope. I'll put you into an area over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
In other words, where I can like crouch back down if they start to shoot at me.
Totally understood. So this is a little bit of a gradient. Okay. Or it's a slope. So you are here. If you move over here, they would probably see you.
Right.
But back in here, not so much. There's also down in here, you can come down into that area and kind of hang out behind this rock. And then this way, if you wanted to, you could probably get to all here. And then maybe this guy and this guy at the fire would be able to see you simply because you're part of the background.
Gotcha.
Can I actually pull Frenell aside before she moves?
That depends. That is entirely up to Frenell.
For now,
I haven't gone yet. I'm kind of thinking about where I want to go and be a distraction.
I've seen you making tea this whole time. I know you have a leshy with you, okay? And I just want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable, ethically, morally, to risk the life of your, should I say pet, familiar, friend? Either way, you don't have to let them shoot arrows on you.
Just walk away from Alvin as he's talking and go back over to the group.
Common sense, am I right? Neither common nor sense.
To kill my familiar that he doesn't know there's a leshy necessarily, or maybe for some reason he does.
I have herbalism lore.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I can roll for it if you want, but
no.
I was pretty confident.
How about we turn control of Frenell over to their player?
Yeah, of course.
So I go back up and say, okay, so who's going to give the signal? I will be far over there to the left. I can start, or you can all start, but one of us needs to start. And if I'm going to be a distraction, I feel like everyone needs to go when I go. Are we good?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I have a suggestion.
So you're going to give the signal.
Right. I don't know.
Go ahead and make my alchemist fire.
What's a signal.
Yes.
Frenell, get into the position before you head out there. You were looking at those rocks. Are you thinking about going over there?
Yes, I think you see the rocks over to our left.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a tiny little slope, and then I might be able to get over behind it. So I will. I'll have to see when I get over there, but I might go up to the top, and I might look to sort of something that's past it. But just know that keep your eyes open. You might not hear me. I'm very small, but you will see a signal.
We'll definitely see a signal.
You will definitely see a signal.
No, you're not going to try to wave at us, though.
I think we're going to see a signal. Can you tell us what the signal is?
So I turn, and I've still been kind of like dragging those blankets from before. And I look down at one of the blankets and sort of say, please forgive me. This is for everyone's good. And I grab one blanket and leave the rest. And I said, I'm going to make a fire.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
That'll be obvious.
I don't know where it's going to end up, but I'm going to set this blanket aflame. And I'm going to try to throw it up in the air. Are you okay with that? Does that signal work for you?
I love fire.
Rin just... So the society send people out to learn. I think we will be learning a great deal here. Let's see how this works.
And so I'm not sure exactly how far this is.
It doesn't matter. We're not in turns, so you just move.
Okay.
Don't concern yourself with like logistics and crap. If we need to restrain it somehow, I'll pull you back. Don't worry about it.
Sure. so I get here and just kind of like, just sort of, or actually before I go, I tell them, you know, I'll wait at least 1 minute for them to, or I don't know time frame here. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to give them time to get into position.
Okay.
So we did not tell Zora what we were doing.
No, we didn't. It's fine.
He does not know that there's a signal.
No, I actually noticed this and in character chose not to say anything.
Wow.
Keep it in character. Keep it in character. If it's an internal thought, we can't actually hear it.
Right. Alvin, let's go. I'm so ready.
How is
Perfect. Perfect
the
plan.
lizard girl gonna know that?
She'll be there when the fighting starts. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Rin draws his blade again and holds it down. He puts his hand on Aldred's left shoulder lightly, and then looks over, tries to get Thessalia's attention, and like gives a nod as if to suggest it's on your go, since you're the one in the front.
Yep.
So they just wait and for Thessalia's go, and that'll be whenever Thessalia decides to go, based on whatever happens, whatever Frenell's about to do. So
Didn't she want us to go on the other side of the rock? Whatever you say, Captain.
Out of character. Yes, I did.
okay, we got this. It's all right.
Yeah.
What is that? What is Alvin doing? What is he doing out there?
Alvin just walks out. Alvin just walks out. Okay.
I look to the right and I see Alvin already walking out, and I
see for now.
Hold on, you cut off. Josh, you cut them off. Hold on, Frenell, you were saying something.
I see Alvin completely walk out, and I'm like, this was not the plan, and I just start cursing in Druidic. I'm so mad that I instantly take the blanket, set it afire. I have produced flame. It's a cantrip. Set it afire, and I throw it out sort of to my left a little bit. So slightly,
up there. Okay.
Maybe like a little bit like.
Okay.
Over there.
Like this direction.
Over here.
Like where I am right there. Yeah.
Like right there. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because then that way I can run back behind the rock if need be.
Yeah, so okay.
Need to do it. So I lighted a flame, I throw it, and I just yell as loud as I can.
Oh, it's starting.
Like,
Okay. Hold on. I'm rolling all initiative here. Here we go. We're just gonna start doing this right now. Oh my god. Okay.
Wait, was that not the plan?
Was that in character?
Yeah, that was in character.
Oh my god.
This is
so many initiatives.
So many initiatives. Oh, here we go. Somebody got a 20. Oh, another person got a 20. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. Rin is holding. You guys, I'm gonna say, definitely have a surprise on it. The fire definitely gets their attention, and you can see two of them are kind of looking up like, what the fuck is that? And then they see this, potentially see this little thing starting to run away from it. However, we're going to say that they are surprised, so everyone is going to get to go first. And yeah, let's see what happens.
We're so far away. Is our surprise going to be us like charging them?
Yeah. And besides, we're kind of praying that their joints are stiff. So, Zora, as it turns out, you get to go first.
Perfectly executed plan.
Brilliant. I get surprise attack, so everybody after me is flat-footed. So Zora is gonna fuck around and find out if I can. There we go. Zora's gonna move up 50 feet.
So yeah, that's fine. So you see The one that is to the right of the fire seems to be a normal schlub.
Great.
The one that is south of the fire has facial markings. No one else does.
Right. That's not the one. She's the interesting one, so I don't want to kill her off yet. So I'm gonna go up to the schlub, and
Okay.
and
So
I'm gonna.
That's two actions. You got one more.
Yep, I'm gonna target for a thing, a sneak attack.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have it. Well, here, let me get the.
I'm gonna stab him.
What's that?
I'm gonna stab him with my dagger.
Okay, 1 second. Oh, that's gonna hit. That absolutely hits. Yeah. Hold on for 1 second. Let me give him flat-footed here for you if he doesn't have it already. There you go. Okay.
Sweet.
So
that is 6.
Oh, and it includes your sneak attack.
That's brilliant. I didn't know. I was wondering where that was going to come up.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
so yeah,
it rolls a 1d4 piercing. It adds in your strength and your sneak attack of 1d6. So it rolled all of that up, and you ended up coming up with a 6.
Brilliant. So she sees the distraction and everything. She's like, "Oh shit, they were going." Okay, and then I go down and I slither up to him, and then I take my knife out and I stab him in the back. And I'm done.
Yeah, he's like, all you hear, guy, it's like gasping for air with something in his back. Zora, you're Frenell, you can go, and Alvin, you're on deck.
You said me?
Yep, Frenell, you're up, and then Alvin, you're on deck.
Sure. So I just threw that, and I'm looking out over to the looking out over at the campfires, hoping they're looking at me.
Oh yeah, well now that guy just screamed, so that's all. That's a new thing.
And how do I tell how far away I am?
There's a ruler on the left-hand side. You can just tap that and then click and drag. What's the distance from
I'm
you?
like 100 feet away from them, I think.
Yeah, you're 103 to the nearest one, which is the one to the left of the upper fire.
Okay, wait, how did you do the little arrow?
Sure. You will find on the left-hand side a ruler.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on the ruler, you then click and drag from where you want to where you want to measure to.
That's what I did, and it made a little circle instead of
the straight ruler, not the L ruler.
Yeah, you clicked on the measurement control. There you go.
Okay, yes, I'm about 100 feet away. So I know I can't really attack them.
Right.
For anything. So I start to go back. Let me get that moved back over. I start to go back behind this and get like a little bit of a vantage point to be able to see what's going on. Because I'm nervous. Like no one has really gone in yet, and so
all of this is taking place simultaneously. Please understand that. So you can also wait and hold your turn.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm hanging back. I need to see what happens because I'm too far away to actually attack anyone.
You got it. Alvin, you're up. And then Aldred, you're on deck.
Alvin runs 25 feet forward, which I believe is all he can do, right?
Well, again, you have 3 actions. You have 3 actions. If you want to make it move.
Run 75 feet?
Yep.
Well, in that case.
Poor Thessalia is like, aren't we supposed to go behind the rock? And then all of a sudden, chaos.
In that case, I'm very glad I moved forward because I'm going to run. Let's see. Steve, if you could actually help me run towards this guy.
Sure. How far do you want to
go? I want to go to within. I want to use 2 movements so that I can throw a sling bullet at him.
Sure. So this will be 50 feet right there.
Yeah, but then it just occurred to me. Jeez, I really would like to throw a bomb at them, but like I said, I would. Is that an important part of the plan, is what I'm wondering, in character?
Do we see Alvin stop after 50 feet and kind of think?
Yeah,
okay.
You do.
All right, then are you done with your turn?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and throw Alchemist Fire on them. Now, I had trouble, I was trying to prepare it, like, in Foundry.
I appreciate
It wasn't,
So
I wasn't able to even figure out how to add reagents.
are you doing a bottled lightning?
Bottled Lightning is what I already have, so
Okay.
I'm perfectly okay with, because that's what I have, throwing that instead of fire.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so you would draw it typically. So now it's available for you, and now you can strike with it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because I have the quick bomber, I can do that in one turn.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I just need you to press the strike button.
I just click the strike button. It's a public roll.
Oh, I got you right there.
Plus
Okay, cool.
6.
Damn.
And wow. Okay.
Is this game real?
What are you referring to?
I just rolled another crit.
Yeah, you did actually. That's fucking. You got a 20 off of that, dude. That's impressive. Okay, who did you throw it at?
What?
Who did you throw it at?
So it has splash. So here's the interesting thing.
Okay.
You just target one creature.
Who is that person, by the way?
It is a bomb with the splash quality. When you throw a thrown weapon with the splash trait, you don't add your strength in the blah 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 blah.
If it succeeds or
on a
critically
success.
succeeds, yeah, it's going to then splash out and potentially affect those within a 5-foot radius. But I need to know
Does that include its compatriots?
potentially if they are within a 5-foot radius.
Let's
Who?
measure.
I need to know who are you throwing it at though?
I'm throwing it at
The guy closest to you,
middle.
essentially.
At the bonfire.
Oh, you're throwing it at the fire. Oh,
Yes.
dude. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
but Mama didn't raise no fool.
That's fantastic. So this is okay. So that would be that's your. Well, hold on. It says it's a 5-foot radius. So yeah, let's do that. So this is
Straw
going to be
circle.
right there.
Oh boy.
That's actually a 10.
Perfectly hitting
That's
all three
that's
of them
actually
without hitting.
that's actually a 10-foot radius. But I understand what you're trying to do, and chances are they're right up on the fire, so not a problem.
Well, if lightning strikes the fire, I assume it's going to. I'm going to leave it to you, the DM, to decide what happens. You know?
Yep, that's absolutely fine. So let's assume that that's what you do. Let me get to where I need to be here. Let me make sure. Okay,
Alright, so to go back in character, I dramatically throw a bottle that's sort of crackling with lightning in it, and even though I'm just a tiny gnome, I reel back and just like people throw things in real life, and it hits the center of that fire.
It does, and oh boy, so the thing, lightning ends up hitting the middle of the pit, and you see it gets all three. Zora, just as you come in with that backstab, you see like the blade and the hilts of the blade kind of like get a little bit like tingly as you pull it back out, and you pull out a lightning bolt that goes along with it. Let me get this and this. Some damage there, some damage there. The one in front of you, Zora, immediately like collapses. The others get like flung back just a little bit in their chair. But looks like shit is about to go down. Alvin, I think that you are done for the turn. Aldred,
Yes,
you're up, and then Thessalia, you go.
So I'm gonna beeline for the cult lady.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think that I'm gonna make it, because I can only run 25 feet. Or is there a sprint in Pathfinder?
Yeah, it's essentially, but I mean, you just take all three actions. You can run up to 75 feet in 6 seconds.
Okay, cool. So I'll be like parallel to. Okay.
That's far better than what I can do in 6 seconds.
Same.
That's what I'm doing.
Alrighty, this is there you go. Okay, and lastly, Thessalia, who's kicking it all off.
Yep. I imagine Thessalia was back there, like go.
Yeah.
Just like as Aldred runs by and like she starts kicking off behind him, like, remember, keep her alive.
Easy. You dumb bastard.
Thessalia is going to head off in that direction.
And Rin, having held his turn, is going to join Thessalia just in case. And now we begin the top of it all. So this guy, the one closest to the fire, just saw his friend completely get jaked, and then he got shot with like a zerk with some lightning. Stands up and takes a quick little 5-foot step aside, sees that someone or something is behind, and then turns to face the person at the south of the pit. Other than that, he's holding his action, not even understanding what the fuck. To him, the fire just exploded and his friend just like almost died. Meanwhile, the one down at the fire turns, notices Zora, now completely in view. Going to, all right, standing up, that's an action. Takes out their light mace, that's an action. And then you see she quickly like mumbles something under her breath. And you can see a shield begin to appear in front of her. She is done there. Zora, you're up. Frenell, you're on deck. Here we go, guys.
No. We're not doing the magic thing here. And I go and I stab the guy again while I'm looking at her.
Okay.
Let me just give him the old razzle dazzle. That's a miss. It's a 10. So I'll actually I realized that I was so flustered by the sight of magic entering the chat that that Zora got like kind of flustered and just like missed where she was going, and she's like, "Get away from me!" And then she pushes him into the fire.
Okay.
I guess that will be an unarmed strike.
Yeah, you're going to do a push.
Okay.
It's essentially a shove. It's an athletics check, actually.
Oh, okay. Athletics, so it's only +1.
Mm-hmm. And it's against his fortitude, which is going to be...
Oh, no.
20. So you go to describe what just happened because he's unmoving.
Fuck. So she goes to push him because she's all pissed that the knife didn't work, and he just doesn't fucking move, and so she ends up pushing herself back 5 feet. So she's so she her last action, she's going to say like, okay, fine, we do the magic then, and she's gonna take out her short sword and get ready to face off with this evil lady, and that's the end of her turn.
Okay, all right, cool. Frenell, you're up, and then Alvin, you're on deck.
Got it.
So, for now, sort of, how high is this little hill? Like, can I jump off of it and basically still be safe?
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, yeah. So I guess like one move, like for now, starts to run. She's only going forward about 25 feet.
Sure.
Because at the same time that she does that, she produces flame once more. It has a range of 30 feet. She knows she can't reach either side, and over to the right, she just hears Zora. She can't tell what she's saying, but it sounds like she's saying a lot. It sees lightning like hit over to the right, and then over to the left sees like this one like starting to rise up with their shield, and so for now runs kind of right down the middle, just holding produce flame 30 feet up into the air. It is still trying to make a distraction. It just is like yelling. It just like trying her little heart out just to make everybody stop looking at the people that are hitting them in the face.
Wow. Okay. All right. Actively causing a distraction. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Are you doing anything more?
I think that was all 3.
Okay. Oh, perfect. All right. Alvin, you're up, and then several of them go.
Alvin draws his dagger and begins to continues to move at top speed towards the nearest cultist, which I would like to stab twice if I can.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be possible.
Yep, go
So let
ahead.
me just
Waiting for you to
drag.
move. Yup.
Tag the guy. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit slow.
You're fine.
Oh, I still have that tool selected. I'm still figuring out this interface.
It's totally cool. On the upper left-hand side, click on the miniature person, and then make sure the icon next to it, the broken up square, is selected. This way, you're able to move your character, and then you just click and drag.
That's what wasn't working.
There you
and
go.
That's exactly what I need.
There you are.
Okay, so that should move him. Okay, and stabby's time.
Yep. Double right-click on that guy, and this way you target him, and all the calculations are done for you. You guys can everyone can do that, by the way. If you're planning on targeting someone, just double right-click on them, and it'll take everything into account.
Cool.
All right, my friend.
All right. So strike number 1.
Jeez.
How?
What is
Fucking
going on?
Chris, dude, right? Holy shit.
Huh?
Alvin is just like,
That's
What?
3 in a row. That's like almost impossible.
Yeah, that's 1 in 1,000. Or no, that's
Much more than
less.
that.
it's 0.0.
That's-
yeah, it's absurd is
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's 0.05 of 0.05 of 0.05 for you to do that 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a critical hit. Do you want to do double damage, or do you want to pull a card first?
Broken? Is this?
Rob?
Yes. Okay. Stay in the moment. Yeah. So yes, I would like to do as much damage as possible this time. I don't care about effects.
Okay, so I got you. All right, so you're going to do the so you're going to do the damage. That is going to be 4. Why did I just do you? 4 points of damage. Hold on. There you go. That is 4 points of damage to him. Alrighty. That's it.
All right. So I'm going to go for my second strike now.
Okay, go ahead.
Rolling.
Bookstalker,
Now,
you
this
are
is a
amazing.
20.
Thank you. That's
If this is
yeah. You
know it's
got an
broken.
11. You got an 11. Unfortunately, you missed by 6. So,
okay.
mind you, the chat
um,
the chat gave us +1 plus other stuff. Do you want to use any of your bonuses?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna blow my load, so to speak. So
So 6. If you do that, yeah, you would succeed by 15. You would succeed by 9. You wouldn't. You wouldn't crit, but you only need 6 in order to actually hit. You want to do the 1 and the 5, or like
yeah,
the 4?
sure, the 1 and the 5 then. I didn't realize we had that much.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, they chat over there was amazing.
All right, let's do that then.
Okay, and there you go.
Okay, damage is another 1 damage.
Yep, I already applied it.
Okay, Alvin knows that the time for talking is done. The time for planning is done. It is the time for stabbing.
It's now the time for stabbing. This one at the fire immediately stands up, sees the chaos that's going on, turns around to assess the situation, draws blade. That is going to be 2 actions, and starts hauling ass within a relatively short amount of time. But that's all that one is capable of doing. The next one sees that his friend just did that. Stands up, begins to move to, let's see, this is going to be a total of here, and that's all they can do. They couldn't even draw their weapon. They're just like, "Rah!" Then you see that there's one all the way up here, weapons already drawn, like coming in on the action, and gonna find out like what the fuck is happening. So they are now moving. We have this one back at the fire. Just like, what the hell? Stands up, begins moving, attempting to draw blade as they get a little bit closer, but that is this is as far as they're able to get. And let's see, then we have this one down here at the fire, likewise standing up from a sitting position, and starts running over None too happy. Aldred, you're up. One of them goes, and then Thessalia.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up with my glaive and
Oh, you're over here. Yep.
I'm going to smack her with the flat of the blade because I'm not.
Okay, cool.
So I'm just trying to knock her ass out is what I'm trying to do.
Okay, all right, not a problem. Go ahead and make your attacks.
All right. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And you got a 26. Yeah, you hit by 8.
Nice.
Let's see here. Let's get your damage. 7 points of damage. She takes it, and what you whirl around with this thing, and you try smacking her with like the back side of the blade, or like the something, anything. She turns around, looks down at her clothing. Her eyes then start gazing up at you. She reorientates herself, head locked into position, looking directly at you, right from underneath a furrowed brow. She kicks up. You see her fingers beginning to move in mystical fashion as she uses her thumbs to kick back her hood, and that's when you see. Not only is her skin exceptionally pale, and she's got some sort of markings on her face, she has almost 2 tentacles coming out from just above her temple, one about 2 inches away from the other on either side coming out. It's almost like she has whiskers on her head, but they're made of flesh, and it's really fucking rude and nasty. What else are you doing, my friend?
As a pirate, I see tentacles and I'm immediately like, fucking kraken.
This only ends in one of 2 ways.
And I'm going to like just thwack her on the other side of the head if I can.
Sure,
So-
go ahead. That's the second attack. Perfect. You guys are doing really well. Oh, did you see the die? The 20 was there and kind of went, nope.
I'm gonna use crowd help. Whatever. I don't
You got
know
it,
what it's
dude.
called.
Yeah, you've got it's your bonuses, your mods. So Aldred, yeah, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I can use the +1, right?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, your 2 was. Yeah, you only missed by 1. Yeah. Just use the 1, dude. You're all good.
It was only 1 that I missed by, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right. Let's see what you got,
Oh dang!
dude.
Still a 4.
Damn.
It's still 4.
I know this glade is like whoosh. Bink. Are you done?
You booped the snoot.
I think that's all my actions. So
Alrighty. The guy who Zora, he stumbles off a little bit to the right, turns around to face you, seeing his attacker, draws his blade, or excuse me, grabs his club, and fuck it, he's just throwing it right at you. And while that's going through the air, it looks like he's about to launch himself at you. Will an 11 not ever hit you?
He can try.
It goes.
It's gonna work.
He takes it. He's like. That's try.
Just like my tongue just like whips in and out, like or out and in.
And he manages to stumble forward by about that much. And yeah, then that's that. Thessalia, you're up.
All right. Tess is going to boldly go where no cat has gone before. Right up there. She's like, as she was like sprinting up, saw them coming up to meet her, and just kind of like slowed down to a walk. And as she walks up to this guy, just like kind of like Wolverine, just like shunk,
Oh, sweet.
swings her claws out, and what's his name? Rin. It almost looks like embers come up off of the tips of her claws, and she's going to she enters her stoked flame stance, we're going to go with mechanical words.
Perfect.
And yeah, then I'm going to do flurry of blows. So 2 strikes against
Perfect.
this guy.
So you have, yep, that's only a single action. Holy crap, that's amazing. So you can make your 2 unarmed.
Yep. So first one.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Right.
yes. All right, let's see if the other one
Right.
hits.
And then probably not.
You do have points if you want to spend them.
Yeah, I do want to spend them.
Okay, so you're down by 8. I can give you the 4, the 3, and the 1 for a total of 8.
Perfect.
You got it. Yeah. So since they both hit, the damage is therefore combined for purposes of like resistances and weaknesses.
Yep.
That's how flurry works. So, and yeah,
Oh,
that's 1.
like
Oh, why did you just take damage? Looks like you
Yeah.
targeted yourself, buddy.
I thought I did the double left click on.
Double right
You
click
might
on
have
the.
accidentally clicked.
Yeah.
Double-
Clicked on
double
yourself
right click.
after.
That's okay. You're all good. I undid the damage. So that was
Thank you.
1. You can do the other. Holy shit!
Yeah.
So that is 1. That is 2. Boom!
Yes. Woo.
This one running up hasn't even drawn its weapon yet. Started to approach with the intention of taking out the one that has the fire, the one that is completely lit up. Past the monk, didn't even feel it coming, turned around. As just a single blow followed up immediately by another one, and they didn't even know what happened before they fell down to their knees. The hair just starting to catch on fire as the last of them slumps down on the ground. Congratulations.
And then like not even paying attention to the bodies, just like pivots to the rest. Like, all right, come on, I got you.
Do you have any other? Yeah, you still have 1 action, don't you?
Nope.
Or 2.
Stride, entered my stance, and then flurry.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, perfect. And that is the end of your turn. Rin is going to step up to this one. Blade had already been drawn. Going to, let's see, 1 strike and then another strike. Let's see what we got. That's gonna be, wow, 2 25s. This is hit 1 and hit 2. That's okay. That's good.
Jeez. Oh my god.
And second one down. Rin finally comes back, looks down at the burning one, looks at his blade. I feel inadequate. And starts moving forward. The ruffian, the one directly in front of you, Alvin, is it has now it reaches back, pulls up the club, and tries swinging at it. That's 1 action. Unfortunately, I don't think a 12 is going to hit you. And
It will not.
try swinging 1 more time for a 10, completely whiffing on that. But meanwhile, our friend who's been trying to make some sort of sigils and stuff like that, oh yeah, not a problem. Looks directly at Aldred, and you see like a thick, nasty looking ray appear out of her
You
finger.
just get more disgusting.
And let's see if we can, hold on, let me target you here. Okay, make an attack. A 25 will hit. I need you to make a it's a DC
Barely.
19 barely DC 19 fortitude save, my friend.
All right.
Oh, dude, you fucking made it. You got a 20. Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Thank God.
So, wow. Let's see here. That was success. Yeah, you only become enfeebled 1.
Oh.
So what that means is that you are now physically weakened. Enfeebled does come with a number, 1, 2, or 3. As a 1, even though you failed, but it wasn't you succeeded, but it wasn't a critical success.
Yeah.
You are weakened a little bit, and that 1 is going to be a status penalty to strength-based rolls and DCs, etc. Foundry will take care of all the math for you. But
Oh, great.
yeah. Don't worry about it. It's
You're
automatically.
getting ready, like, okay.
Yeah, it's nasty. So you got it kind of like the swirling nastiness around you. Then let's see. She's gonna try following up with something. Having taken 2 actions to cast, and she does have shield up, she takes a 5-foot step back and reassesses her situation, already beginning to mumble something under her breath as her fingers move in a very dexterous fashion. Zora, you are up. Frenell, you are on deck.
All right, so the last thing that happened was this ruffian came up and threw the club at her and missed.
Yeah.
Zora wants to catch that club and throw it right back at his head.
Oh, fuck. Give me an athletics check. Let's do it. That's awesome.
All right.
That's so fucking cool. What did he get? He got, what was it? It was an 11. You just need to beat an 11 with an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay. I did. It's a 15.
Awesome. However, yeah, you managed to catch it. You could then throw it right back at him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do.
Okay.
Would that be, what would that be for in terms of a strike?
Let's see. That would be a, hold on. And I'll show you exactly what needs to happen. Meanwhile, while that happened, you, Aldred.
Yeah.
So Pathfinder 2E, attacks of opportunity are feats that typically only fighters have. Not everyone has it. Or opportunity attacks, I think that they're called in 5e. So yeah. What this means is that she stepped out of your range and is now doing something. You get an attack against her.
Sweet.
Excellent. Love to hear that.
So that's, yep, by all means, go ahead and take that.
And I believe it's at your highest bonus too.
I think it's 15. Oh.
It's at which would be the highest attack bonus. So yeah, and nothing.
Well, 15 plus 7.
Oh, 15 plus 7.
Okay, so yeah, so that would be 22.
We're going to say, yeah, screw it. We're going to say that you hit. Not a problem.
Did I do something wrong?
No, you didn't. Don't worry about it. You just did 9 points of damage to her. She's not feeling happy. Zora, you
Still
now
smacking her with the flat of my blade. I'm trying to knock her ass out.
I gotcha.
Fuck.
You threw
That's
that? Yeah, dude, you did. You
I
missed by
points.
8.
Do I have 8 points left?
Do you have 8 points left? Oh yeah, hold
Do
on.
I?
Let me see.
I'll take them.
Zora, you have a 5, a 4, and a 2, and a 1. Yeah, you do.
I'll take the 5, 2, and 1.
Okay, 5, 2, and 1. There you go. You have a +4 that is remaining. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, and that is a 3. Fuck yeah. So she takes the dagger and she takes the club, she catches it and she just goes, "Not today," and she throws it right at his head and it like flunks him back and she like kind of shakes her shoulders and is like, "Okay, who's next?" And she takes her short sword again, that she had in her other hand.
Oh,
And
dude.
she's going to turn and look at Miss Nasty over here.
It's nasty.
And I guess her last action will be to... Would it still be considered flanking if she pops over here, if she's on the other side of...
You typically need
Aldred?
to be adjacent in order for that to work. The way that I run it is that, so you would need to be adjacent to her in order for you to provide the bonus, and as long as he is within reach, you're going to flank her.
Okay, so I'll move up to behind her and on the other side of Aldred.
Okay.
So that when he goes back in range, will be flanking her, and that'll be
got
the
it.
end of my turn.
Frenell, you are up. Alvin, you're on deck.
So I like look over to the left and I just see like two instantly just completely drop. I'm like, okay, they're good. And I turn to the right and I see Aldred just like this like purple smoke just kind of just like wrapping around and like, oh fuck that. And I got my like little vine and I'm like, let's go. And so I like go off. I take like one run towards there.
Okay.
Wrong button.
Click
About
and
right
drag.
there.
That's it. Yeah, perfect.
And then I see the one that's with Alvin because I can't reach the one that I know that is casting magic. And I produce flame
Okay.
once more.
Yeah, you got it high above you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's.
No. I'm like attacking.
Ow! I misunderstood.
Yeah. No. I'm attacking this time.
Okay.
Trying to figure out exactly where I need to do that.
So it is. So in this case, you're gonna the little magic wandy thing, which would be like the fourth icon on the character sheet. You will see your produce flame there.
And cast from
Yeah.
that.
So you're going to click on the red attack button after you expand out the spell, or just click. Perfect. There you go. And you're gonna cast that one on which the one Alvin is fighting, right?
Correct.
Yep.
So just normal
And then click attack on the right hand side.
and normal roll. Correct.
Yeah. Yep. Oh. You missed it by 9.
No, I didn't. Because I have chat rolls.
Because you have what?
The chat.
Yes, you
numbers.
do.
So that gets rid of the 5 and the 4.
Yeah, it was actually the 4, the 3, and the 2, which is 9.
Okay.
Then there you go, and you are done with yours. Oh no, that was Alvin.
Oh, did I hit? No, I didn't hit. I didn't. hit Alvin.
No. You're fine. You want to use the 5 and the 4? I used Alvin's numbers, not your numbers.
Oh.
You missed
Yeah,
by
let's
9?
use the 5 and the 4.
You got it. Okay, 5 and 4. Go ahead and use, courtesy of the chat.
Thank you, chat.
And go ahead and do your damage.
Oh, what do I roll for that? This is the first time I've attacked with this.
Oh yeah, no, it's no problem. So there's 2 different places that you can do it. If you take a look in the chat log on the right hand side of the Foundry, you will see your attack, and you should see a damage button. Do you see a damage button?
Oh, so I go back up like where I clicked attack and just do damage right below it.
It's or under the spell on your character sheet. Yeah, I have it up. If you want, I can click it for you. There you go. Awesome. So that is 4 points of damage. There's a gout of flame takes it. Alvin, the top of your hat, you smell a little bit of burnt felt. But then your enemy gets like right smack in the face with like the beard ignites.
That aim.
And
Is
Frenell,
Frenell just drinking tea after that?
It's a fresh mug and everything.
are they done? Okay, cool. And Alvin, you go. And then several of them go.
Undeterred by any parts of him that may be on fire, Alvin is again. It is the time for stabbing, so he's gonna stabby, and he can't reach very high.
Apparently can't reach anywhere. You missed by 8, my friend.
Oh well, we're just gonna try again.
Okay.
Old adage. If at first you don't succeed, stab him.
Stab again.
Stab again.
There you go.
There we go. And you hit by 7. Got your damage.
I hit by 7. Now, could I make that a crit? Is the real question.
Oh wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you hit by 7. If you have a 3, then you can add 3 to it. It then is over by 10. Then yes. So crits in this game in Pathfinder 2E, House rules work something like this: 1 and 20. Those are your fails and your successes, right? Your crit fails, your crit successes, like in 5e. In Pathfinder 2e, if you succeed any roll, just about any roll, by 10 or more, that is, or 10 or less, that is also a critical success or a critical fail. So yes, Alvin is going to spend 3 to make it a plus 10. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a critical success. Do you want a card by any chance?
I would like a card this time.
You do want a card. Okay, cool.
The bloodlust is starting to wear off, and I'm realizing that if I can incapacitate him, then I might,
Sure. I actually have the cards here because the interface. Oh, hold on. I can do it this way. Critical hit card, and so you did a piercing crit effect. So you are going to deal normal damage to an additional target adjacent to the original target. That sucks. Hold on. Let's get you another one.
It's Aldred.
That
Sure.
blows. That's not theatrical. No, well, what the fuck? Let's get you another one here. This one is piercing infection.
Good.
Dude, infection? Apparently you don't clean
boy.
your dagger.
That fits.
So
Oh boy. Now, this is exactly why I cover myself in mud before going to shoot bad guys. Pay close attention here.
oh, that was
Filth
rude.
Fever. That is the best thing I've ever read in my life.
Filth fever. Hold on,
Oh,
just out of
boy.
curiosity, let's find out if this poor guy who's about to die anyway would finally contract something. Yes. Well, he would have spent a little bit of time in the infirmary, but I don't think he's going to make it that far. We're going to say it's going to do double damage to him. So hold on, there you go. All right, a total of 4 points of damage done.
Are you sure this is mud?
I'm not sure of anything.
Do you have any? Yeah, I think you have one action
I
left.
have one action left. So how's he looking?
He's looking worse for wear. He's definitely bleeding from holes. However, with your stab, not even realizing that he's about to contract the ick, he's contending with fire on his face, so he's a little bit distracted. But he looks like a good push might actually knock him over.
I think I'd get style points for that. Let's do the last strike.
Okay.
Let's actually
Go ahead and
do an unarmed attack.
are you gonna smack him? Okay. So this would be your MAP -8 or -8
-8.
for the unarmed
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah, and the RP is we're pushing him.
Okay.
We're
That's a 17. You hit his AC. Roll your damage.
I'm just tackling him right in the knees.
That's it's a different move. It's called a shove, but don't worry about it. We can figure this out. You're actually going to do damage with this, so go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. Click the damage button.
Yep, and so fucking perfect. You manage to push him back, you smack him in the chest, and you grab his open wound, shove it in there, move around, push. Whatever it is that you do, it causes him to go back and into the fire. And all you hear is, and then just a couple of seconds later, he expires.
Amazing.
Don't.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's all I wanted in life. That's it
right there.
I feel good about these decisions.
Back up top, meanwhile, not understanding what's happening to their friends down below, they just saw their 2 friends fall, and this one of them now is drawing their blade, stepping up to attack Thessalia, and that is, or not a blade, excuse me, a club coming in, and
No.
that is going to be a 16, not going to hit. Attempting another one. No, not at all. As a matter of fact, that was a
No.
crit miss. Oh man, hold on. So, wow. Okay. It came in with the club, tried hitting you. It was just a swing and a miss. And as it brought it back up, can you mind describing to me and to everyone how it is that you managed to punch the club just hard enough to smack himself in the eyeballs with it?
Yeah. Tess is just standing there like, all right, come on now, attack me. It's time. Just like half side steps with the first swing, sees the second swing coming, and just like right above where he's holding the club as he's coming down, just like boop.
It does. He's completely dazzled, not understanding what the fuck just happened, but their turn is over. So meanwhile, the other ruffian is coming over and like swearing foreign curses to you in ways that is just absolutely awful, but not doing much of anything. Steps up, grabs their club, finally brings it up and takes a single strike. That is going to hit by 3, my friend, and for a total of 6 points of damage on Thessalia. It bam!
Yeah, you see, why can't you do what he's doing?
And meanwhile, the guard that is now just finally coming. This is an interesting little thing that's going on here. I just realized that was a pun. The person running down the hill is about 3.5 feet tall or so. You can see a profile of pointed ears that is also beginning to make its move towards you. It finally comes in and with a blade drawn, or excuse me, no, not with the blade, also with the club, is going to take a strike. What you see here is a tierfolk. A tierfolk is so we have halflings in Evandale, and there are 2 different kinds. You have your Igolins, which are your typical halflings, and then you have tierfolk. Tierfolk are a little bit, they get strength and constitution as their bonuses. They are hardier, slightly taller, a little bit thinner. That is also a miss by 6, so it doesn't fucking matter. Aldred, you're up.
All right. So I see her start mumbling under her breath again.
Yes.
And how does grappling work in this?
Oh, it's really easy. You're just going to make an athletics check.
Okay, well, I'm going to go up and like put my hand on her face. Try to stop her from speaking the spell and take her to the ground. Can I do that?
Sure. So grappling is it's just an athletics check against their fortitude DC, so it's just a contested roll. So yep, there's your one move. Now let me just do something here really quick, because she is flanked, so I want to make sure that you get that. Okay, so flat-footed over there. There you go. Alrighty.
You said that is athletics.
It is an athletics check. Yeah, it's going to be. Let's see. I want to see if you. I don't think you have it. It's athletics for you +5, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll that.
And because we're flanked, it's just a normal roll.
It's their AC is decreased, so yeah, you have a normal roll.
Okay.
Which is going to hit.
So my hand is.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so it's a 19. Now I have to roll their fortitude save. Sorry, even though I just friggin' said that. 1 second. Oh, a total fail. What would you like to do with this person's head?
I want to come in so hard that I clothesline her with my hand and take her to the ground.
Go ahead. Give me an unarmed damage. Oh, dude. Yeah, not a problem. That's gonna be.
See what that is.
Yeah, it's 5 points of damage. So you come in and just, all you heard was just not happy. Aldred, you still have one more thing that you can do.
Okay, so I got her down on the ground. I'm just gonna smack the shit out of her.
Yeah, dude, unarmed strikes. This could be your. This will be at the full MAP or the first one.
Yeah. The -8.
No, not -8, because the grapple is not considered an attack.
Oh.
Yeah, do it at full.
Do a what?
Do it at full. In other words,
okay.
do the full strike.
Cool. Nah, dang.
Oh, you missed by 3. Hold on. Do you have anything else? You do.
Do I?
You have a 3 left.
Well, let's put that 3 on there.
Fuck it. Go ahead,
Just
dude.
smack the shit out of her.
Yeah, here's your damage. 4. Oh, you got it. I like mine better. I rolled a 4. I hit yours by reflex. Do you want the 6 or the 3?
I want the 6.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. So there you go. And it's just like
I imagine that I came up, palmed her face to the ground, and then like reared back and smacked the shit out of her.
yeah.
I'm just trying to knock her out.
She's slightly dazed. This is not happening. Thessalia, you're up.
All right, yeah.
Oh my god.
Tess is like, now this is a fair fight. I'm gonna attack all 3 of them. Well,
Okay.
so okay, question.
Sure.
Does the multiple attack penalty extend beyond the 3rd one?
It does.
Or
Each subsequent one, you just continue to
Use the
use the
minus.
3rd.
Okay.
You just use the 3rd one.
Okay. So this dazed one, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna punish him. I'm gonna flurry of blows him.
Okay. You could double right click on. There you go. Perfect.
Yep. Okay. So
This is frigging on. This is epic.
So first attack.
Yeah, you hit by 8.
25. Okay.
You have a 2. You can make that a crit.
Yep. Yeah, let's make that a crit. Let's get spicy.
You got it. Do you want normal damage or well, hold on. You're using flurry, you said?
Yeah.
So take a second one. Second attack.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's
Yes,
a crit
okay.
miss by negative 13. So. Okay. That's okay.
I do really good, but I overextend myself.
Yeah, it's a little bit of something. Do you want a card or double damage? Automatic double. The card can give you normal, double, or triple plus an effect.
Let's just go with double damage.
You got it. So double damage on him.
Yeah, but I just hit the okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You already rolled it. So then that's just the double button at the bottom.
Now, before his head exploded, something else that was absolutely awful also happened. Let's find out what that was. Unarmed. Oh God. Okay. This is look at what it says for unarmed. You ready? Look at this. That tastes awful. So you know when you came through with a punch, you came back with some of his brains and came back so fast you managed to get it all over your face. So you just tasted this person's viscerals. And you are going to be sickened 3, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
So sickened is basically the 3 is that's the status penalty, or excuse me, that's the value. That applies to all of your checks and DCs. So, and you can't willingly ingest anything while you are sickened, but you can spend a single action retching in an attempt to recover. Which lets you immediately attempt a fortitude save against the DC of the effect. So it's a fairly low DC because, don't worry about it. But yeah, that's immediately what happens.
Cool. I'm gonna attack the next guy in line.
Okay.
Second, because I've got sweet, so I get a +1, so that map isn't as bad. It's a miss.
Yep. Also a miss.
That's an 11.
It's still tasting awful.
Yeah. I'm going to. Orphans can only be burned by
What?
Oh, well, hold on. What?
the orphans, because we got 5 orphans at the beginning from the hype train.
Oh my God, Urchin.
Oh!
Jesus.
I understood exactly what he meant.
All the way back. Oh my God.
They're
So
called
where is this
urchins.
going right
I
now?
may have called them orphans. They're actually called urchins after the deity, the urchin. But it's okay. We're not burning
All right.
orphans, so.
That is so
Sorry.
funny.
I don't have a T for that one.
Sorry. Urchins.
Yeah, you want to re-roll that?
Yeah, I'll. If that's okay with everybody else.
I'm fine with it.
We good? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, that's one down. So get and re-roll. Oh, thank God. All right.
Nope, that's still. That was exactly the
dang.
same thing.
How?
Okay.
And
well-
you're done, I think, aren't you?
I still have one more action.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, this is bad.
and you know what? I'm gonna try my luck against small guy.
Against the small one? Okay.
Yep. Dunk. Still a miss. Oh, critical miss.
Sure.
Woo!
Wow. So you had a good streak there, and then,
I had, yeah.
well, so you're trying so hard. What I'm imagining here is that the ice itself was just not doing well. It's not doing any favors. When you brought out the heat,
Yeah.
it created a little bit of a sheen. You started slipping around all over the place, so much so that you are now also fatigued.
Done.
Yeah.
You look over, and I'm just like choking this person out, and I look so disappointed in you.
Top of round 3, Rin is. Do you have this? What?
I got this.
Okay. Steps around the body. It like raises. Are you sure? It starts to attack. This is going to be a 1 strike. That's a 26. Comes in 17 points of damage. And then takes a step back. There you go. Now I make it easy for you.
I'm the one who made it easy for you.
I'm
all right?
sure
Let's
you
not get
did.
mixed up yet.
Meanwhile, our spellcasting friend is down here. Let's see. Wow, she's none too happy. Going to take a move action away from here.
Does that give me an attack of opportunity?
Yes,
Yep.
it does.
There you go.
So as she gets up,
She's like,
starts to run.
but I
I'm
get. Ah,
I'm
shit.
swinging at the back of her head.
Okay, go ahead.
So 22 hit?
Yeah, that hits. And oh shit, I did it for
Sorry.
you. Go ahead. No, you take it. No, we're taking yours. It's I have my finger on the button. I see numbers. I go click. I apologize. It's
Oh, no,
it's
you're
your
fine.
dice. Yeah, you're doing enough there. And and then again with the fingers and the other fun stuff. She's going to. Oh. Yeah. I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that.
I don't like that.
You don't have
I
to
don't
do
like
that.
it.
You don't have to.
But I'm ready for it, whatever it is.
She looks at you, and you hear a peal of thunder in the sky, and then her hand. You see a lightning bolt come out towards you. This
Dang.
is. Let's see. Whoops. Nope. We're going to do. Nope. That's not it. Okay.
Whoa.
Why is she doing it that way? I have no idea.
You missed.
Fiber optic slam.
Disoriented after
I
being
just-
face planted.
Can I?
Frost.
Can I have a reflex save? It's DC 19.
You want me to roll that?
Yeah, it's you to see what happens here.
20.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yes. Okay, cool.
Correct.
So, let's see. Hold up for 1 second. This is. I have to remember. There we go.
Did
Okay.
the tent make a reflex saving throw?
What's that?
Did the tent make a reflex saving
Yeah, I know. That was me placing this stupid thing down. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can actually get rid of this stuff. There we go. I'm trying to remember if it's a basic reflex save, so that means that you are going to take half if you succeed. So that is going to be
Gee. Okay.
and you will take half of that.
So 7.
You took 5 points of damage.
Oh, cool. Perfect.
Yeah, so just bink, bink, bink. Get like the hair on your
It's just,
arms
like,
just kind of
crackling
stands
off
up.
of me.
Yeah, pretty much. She like looks at her fingers, like rubs her face. Oh,
I just put I'm like, all right, let's go.
Zora, you're up. Frenell, you're on deck.
You need to shut up. I'm gonna go and charge her and try to knock her to the ground.
Okay, give me a shove. That's your athletics against her fortitude DC, which is going to be.
Yes, I'm historically great at athletics.
You are.
today.
Well, you have to beat a 10.
Do I have my 3? Or do
You
I
have a 4, my love. You have a 4.
Yeah, please give me that 4.
Okay, you got a
Thanks,
4.
Help me out here.
Yeah, I'm trying,
alright.
baby.
So Zora has to do a double shove because the first one was like, oh god, and then like a linebacker, she just piles into her. She's gonna spend the rest of her turn taking the scarf off of her neck and shoving it into her mouth so she can't, gagging her so she can't speak.
Okay, so
I don't know what roll that is.
not a problem. So the move, by the way, so you shoved her, she moves back, I instinctively moved you forward. That's not actually what happens. You can take a stride after this if you so choose, but it must be towards her.
Yeah. I'll still want to definitely gag her.
There you go. Yeah, that comes with the shove. Not a problem.
Sweet.
Now we're going to consider this equivalent of like a manipulate action. You now have the rag in hand, and that would be 2 actions taken. And now give me a grapple with it would be an athletics.
Sweet. I know what I'm gonna be picking as my next feat. 15.
And her fortitude. Oh yeah, she's like,
Yes.
there's again like all of death covers the land, and you see tendrils of hatred and evil rising. And then as she gets ready to pronounce the last syllable, it's like just everything just like disappears.
Yeah, and then I'm like, you stay there and stay quiet. And then for good measure, I flick my tongue against her nose. And then to end my turn, I look back and I say, you do what you need to do. I don't want to kill her if you don't want to kill her. And then I'm going to end my turn. Oh, you already ended it for me.
Frenell, you're up. By the way, Hun, what do the other players need to press to end their own turn?
Yes, so if you go in the top right of your little toolbar where it has the chat message, the second one is your encounters, and it's a fist. And if you go, it'll show your order, and then when you are green, that's your turn. At the bottom, it says end turn, and then you can end your own turn. You can also double click or right click on encounters, and it'll open it up in a new window that you could drag to the other side.
So eloquently stated. That was
Fantastic.
You
that was
taught me,
fucking
so.
perfect. That was fucking perfect. I totally forgot how to do it. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I thought you were testing me.
No.
In a good way. I thought you were like, you know what to do.
You
So,
do
yeah,
know what to do. That's why I
do.
asked you. You're the
took
authority on it. Frenell, you're up. Alvin, you're on deck.
So Again, I'm looking over to the left, and they seem to have it.
Meanwhile, the cat is hawking up a hairball, but they've got this.
A little sick, but I've not known her long, but I kind of trust her. And Ren's over there. I mean, they're already like 3 have already gone down, so I see that the only one left over here is the spellcaster, who, despite getting the shit knocked out of them, is still like putting up a pretty big fight, right? And so I run up and sort of like I try to stand on the other side of the fire, because I realize, especially as I like can see that there's like all the tendrils and everything, all the death coming out, and we knew that there was a necromancer already, so it's like I assume this is the necromancer. And I summon all of like this like sort of like positive like life-filled energy from Nordaga, and on the other side of the fire, fire is this element of life. It could also be destruction, but first it represents life. And I just like kind of raise my arms over and just like shout. I don't want like copyright infringement. I'm not going to say "you shall not pass," and it also wouldn't make sense right there. But it's sort of the sense of "you shall not leave." Because like the situation, I'm like, hey, I've read it in a book. I always thought this would be kind of cool. Just like, "You shall not leave," and I cast fear, because it's this like spirit of life, and just trying to like scare the shit out of them.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's a will save. What's the DC? I think it's a 15 for you, right?
With DC for fear?
Yeah.
It says 16.
16. Okay, hold on. Makes it with a 20. Let's see. Yeah. Hold on. So who's bringing? Oh, that's Alvin with the battle medicine. It makes its will save with a 20, which means then it succeeds. So it is going to be frightened 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is. So you still get a little.
Read the same book.
You're getting some nastiness out of this. She turns over, looks at the fire, and through her gaze, which has been battered around, she's got like all sorts of snow and shit in her face. She's got something stuck in her mouth. It's like fucking ball gagged. She's looking over through the flames, and all she sees is the backdrop of this absolutely horrific just gnome completely covered in vines of death. And she like
vines of life, which are death to her.
Vines of death, damn it. And then just kind of like shrivels and jerks back.
We're like the anti-magic right now.
Yeah, it's a none too fast. So fear did work. And I believe you are done. Alvin, you are up, my friend.
I'm going to run up to where Rin is.
Okay.
And ask them a question that's been on my mind since before the beginning of combat. Do you happen to speak a common language with the one we're keeping alive?
He just got finished. All right, go ahead. I made it easy for her. No, it's easy for. Yeah, I speak Jotun.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stab the. I'm gonna continue walking, and however many turns I have left, I will spend stabbing away, stabbing so fun, stabbing all the time, stabbing everyone.
Okay.
So let me open up my sheet.
Just like Alvin is just like casually passing by and just be like, by the way, you speak their language, right?
I'm a polyglot, yes. In fact, it's like fight. Hold on, killed. Yeah, I speak Jotun.
Well, it had to happen.
Ah, there it is. It's the critical fumble.
if I'm gonna get 3 critical hits, I might as well get 1 critical fumble.
You went in for the attack, and unfortunately, you ended up dropping the weapon that you used, and it lands 1d6 times 5 feet maximum.
Lich is rating with 15.
Holy shit! What's up, dude?
Whoa, Lich.
What's up, Lich? Hey, crew, what's doing over there? The Liching Hour. Hey guys. So the dagger lands 30 feet away from you. Now it's going to land in which direction? 1. So fortunately for you, 1 is directly ahead. So not a problem. So your dagger is gone and it lands 30 feet away. What's up, guys? So right around, bink, right around over there. So here, let me put a marker down on the ground for you. That's going to be.
You will, however,
over there.
remember that earlier when I was looting the body, I did take the dagger. So this is not my last dagger.
That's fine. It's
Hell
a
yeah.
dagger. Not a problem.
Yeah.
What's
It's
up?
just one of the many daggers I've acquired.
Okay, and so you.
Very, very prepared for stabbing.
Now, is that the end of my turn, though?
I believe it is. Yeah, because you traveled all that distance. Talking
let
is
me
free,
see it.
so that's nothing. And then you moved ahead.
Okay, then I'm going to click the end turn button.
Perfect. That
Which
guy
is
turns.
what- Oh, so satisfying.
Seeing the cat is not looking too good, but now having just like wondered why it just felt a like dagger just kind of went by its head and looks down to his left and sees a gnome and is getting very confused. Looks beyond the gnome and he sees a seasoned warrior with a heavy fucking magical blade going. Go ahead, this is all you. He is going to attempt to strike at Thessalia, definitely with its club. Oh shit! That's a nat 20. We will be drawing a card for that, and we have it's a bludgeoning weapon, normal damage. However, oh my god, Thalia is just you're trying to collect them all. You are now clumsy 1. Give me a reflex save DC 15. Otherwise, you're gonna have to drop an item that you're holding, which I believe is nothing other than your hands. Right?
I can't drop my hands.
Well, damn it. Let's see.
I'm trying to see.
Let's get here. Ha ha!
Break a nail.
I am the weapon.
You broke a nail.
Yeah. Like how Ragon's claws fall out? Yeah, it's just like your claws go.
So, unfortunately, this thing came along and you felt the fur on top of your head, which will usually provide a little bit of padding and a thickened skin. You feel a warm trickle of blood coming down. You are going to gain bleed. This is on Thessalia.
It's bad.
Yeah, this is persistent damage until a healing effect occurs. You will continue to lose blood. Having said that, damage is now going to be done for a total of 7 points, and apparently against himself. It's you have him so confuddled. There we go. Okay, and you are also we negated the other one. Okay, cool. That one is done. Wow. The guard, unfortunately, Thessalia is going to take a. Also with a club, that is going to be 1 strike. This is going to be another strike. This is going to be another strike. Give me number 3.
They all missed.
The last 2 were crit misses. Oh my god! Hold on. So
Yes.
on the first one, melee, you deal the attack's normal damage to your armor, applying hardness. Somehow, some way. You managed to go ahead. You narrate this one, buddy. Came in with the club. It was just an absolute whiff. Try doing a fancy backhand swing. How did this manage to hit the tier folks' armor?
I imagine swung just at the right time as Tess just leans forward slightly to hack like start hacking something up, and just like rebounds off of her forehead, and just like right back into him.
So that's the first crit fumble. The second crit fumble is awesome, melee. You drop one item that you're holding. That's the only one that they're holding. They don't have a club anymore because it went my hand. Just they hit their funny bone. It bounced off of their head. The thing swung down, hit them in the elbow. Just got that one little sweet spot, and it's like, oh god. So with this is, and if anybody here knows what Keystone Cops are, we're at it. Aldred, you're up.
So she's on the ground. She's prone, right?
She is prone. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Let me make sure that we have her marked as prone. Yes, she is prone. She is gagged.
Does that give me advantage on my attack to her?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Okay.
You're all good.
So I'm going to hockey puck her head with my glaive.
Okay. Go ahead.
That is what we're doing, and I will roll that with keep higher, right?
What's that? Yeah, keep higher with fortune.
Net 20. Yes.
Nat 20.
Yes. Okay.
Nice.
It hits. You see her eyes kind of glaze over for a brief moment, and she starts speaking some words, and then they trail off before she falls completely unconscious.
Do we hear her start speaking words though?
You did. They didn't amount to anything though.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Probably mumbles because she's
Through the
gagged.
scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Oh.
just poof. And like see blood coming down. It's just a little trickle.
She's knocked out though.
Yeah, no, she's out. She's out. She's completely out. Bookstalker, thank you for the I fucking love you. Alrighty. You still have some actions left, buddy.
Yeah, so I'm running up here to the action.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Let's see. I took one movement, so I can move what, 25 feet, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just go hop over that damn ass fire.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, here's something pretty cool. If you hold down control, okay, I'm just gonna hold down control, and now I'm gonna click and drag. You get the measurement tool, and then if you just let go of everything and tap your space bar, it then follows the path.
Okay, I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Press and hold, and then click in order to create a path, and then press space bar, and it goes all through it. It's pretty dope.
Okay.
Love the biddies. There you go. Yeah, look at you, dude. There you go. Now let go of everything. There, boom, done. All right.
All right, that's it for me.
That's Thessalia, you're up. You're not doing well.
Tess is doing great. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. 14 AC. I could bleed out at the very end of my turn. I'm doing great.
Okay.
Yeah, Tess, no stranger to bad situations. Don't worry, I've got a backup character in mind, so like...
Oh no! Okay.
Oh, I never go into a campaign with only one character.
Okay. Well, let's get through this one first.
Let's kill this one first. Yeah, Tess is going to... just flurry of blows against this one right in front of her.
All right, let's do it.
Oh man, this is no bad things can happen.
Yeah, not at all.
Not in Evandale.
It was a mess.
You know what? I'm gonna burn my final chat bonus, the +5.
You got it. It's all. Yep, you got it. You hit. That's one. Go ahead, make the other. Oh, dude. Oh, I feel
Probably
bad
not
for
going to, because that is at a -1. That is a
crit miss.
I'm gonna burn actually a hero point.
A hero point to re-roll that? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Wait, don't we have like the 5 rerolls because of the thing?
We also
Yes.
the 4 urchins.
You
are
guys do have the
share-ripping
4
all of us.
urchins left. That is correct.
Is that only for tonight or?
No, yeah, it's only for tonight.
Yeah.
If now, just to clarify something, if the chat is so kind as to throw a hype train our way and you guys get bonuses, but the action in the game just doesn't necessitate any of the use, I very often carry that over to the start of the next campaign, of the next game.
Yeah.
But not tonight, though. So certainly not tonight.
Okay. You know,
There you
upgrade
go.
to a regular miss.
There
I'm
you go.
Okay with that.
That's better. Alrighty. Your damage.
So damage from that first one.
Oh, vengeance
Max
is
damage.
yours.
12 slashing.
Oh, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, and you know, in the words of a very wise person, I can do this all day.
Are you the
Critical
person?
miss again. What are you doing? What are you
A wise person wouldn't have said that.
I know. Oh God! All right, Woodsy, man.
Airballs going everywhere.
So he got unarmed.
Perfect.
You can't use your hand. It went. It broke.
Oh no.
You're gonna take 1d4 bludgeoning, and you can't use this attack until healed. Oh
Perfect.
God!
Dear.
Perfect.
Oh.
Don't worry.
This is good.
Yeah.
Good character development. This is-
Yeah, Tess, it just Alvin and Rin just like she
Oh,
comes
shit.
in.
I have news for you. Hold up. Wait. So, okay, Genpu Knight, do me a favor, please. Type in !D10. Their first level.
Yay.
And they redeemed a channel point redemption for 5,000 channel points, allows them to heal. The way that it works is you get a single D10 per level of your character in terms of healing.
Fuck yeah.
So they rolled an 8. So yes, what you end up
Nice.
doing is while you feel the crack, the flame, the internal flame that you have, all that energy being built up, cauterizes some of the wounds that have caused you to undergo this. Not only do you get healed for 8 points of damage, the persistent bleeding also stops.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, Tess, you see, like, kills the one guy, comes in, sweeping up to like strike up like an uppercut slash at this guy, and one of her fingers just catches on the hem of his armor.
Oh.
Alvin and Rin hear just this sickening crunch, and like her pointer finger is like at a weird angle. Yeah. Oh, that cures my sickened as well.
Yeah, I just got rid of. Yeah, if it's coming from chat because they're spending channel points, absolutely. You ended up tapping into an energy which is external to you. You felt it grow up from the ground. Now Frenell understands what this is, and certain others may know what this is. You meant wherever you tap into that, it pulled it up so much so that it also got rid of your sickened. Yes.
Cool. Then I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit because I don't know when to stop.
Apparently, you go.
And yeah, just gonna pivot to like use like a swivel kick to like rake across the face with her.
Okay,
claws.
let's see you do it.
This would
man.
technically be sweep.
Not 20!
There you
Not
go.
fucking 20! All right, hold up. Do you want double damage or do you want the card?
I'll pull a card.
You got it. Here we go. It is
You have all the cards.
This is slashing damage.
slashing.
Yeah.
Would you
How
mind
do you like
describing
being
how
sickened?
they are now sickened?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just like as her foot like on the way up pulls up some mud and just slashes right across the face and gets that mud nice and deep in the wound.
Absolutely. You're also going to do
normal
double
damage.
You're going to do double on this.
Oh, double damage?
Oh, fuck yes.
Oh,
Boom!
well, there we go.
Yay!
And a last gurgling breath with the nauseated feeling completely taking them out of action. You end up landing the last blow, and you can feel a gurgle just start coming out of their body until finally they end up just passing. However, the manner in which they died is a little bit telling. As their body falls down and goes lifeless, something out of their mouth, you thought it was some of the vomit that they were gurgling on because they were sickened. Instead, you see a trickle of a black viscous fluid come out, and when it touches the ice, it immediately spreads out like oil on water. Go, and you see at the end of it almost like splash blasts. Like if you go like that, and you get the splash effect on paper. Each of those little tendrils that are just on the periphery, all of them sink down into the ice, and then the middle of it begins to decoalesce, go out to those tendrils, and all of it and down into the ice itself.
Can I collect a sample of that? Am I near enough to?
You are 10 feet away. However, I like where you're going with that. Give me a reflex save. Let's aim for a...
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's, you have a +8. Let's make it a 20. We're going to say it's fairly difficult for you to be able to do that really quick.
Yeah, no, it's you got to try.
Yeah, no, this is really, really good. So on your sheet on the left-hand side, you will see your saves, and you can click on the D20 to roll reflex.
I'm trying to pull up my sheet.
I can roll it for you if you want.
Please do.
You got
yeah.
it. Absolutely. 13 plus 8, 21.
Just made it.
Let me move you. Yeah, let me move you right to that location.
He's a quick little gnome.
Yeah, and Alvin, you managed to you very quickly got some of it. You got a flask out, you scooped it up. You even managed to clear out a little bit of water from melting ice in the area and get a perfect little sample. And inside what you see, it's viscous. You roll it around a little bit, and it doesn't look like it's alive, but there is something about it that is simply not right. However, combat is... Congratulations, guys. Everyone is down. Good for you.
So I'm, yes.
Perfectly executed plan.
So I'm right the business, and I'm putting sailor knots all over that
Yeah.
witch.
Yeah.
You do. Now, describe your actions. I'm going to sit back. The world is now yours. Take it from here, and only when called upon specifically. I don't need to be interrupted. Or excuse me, I don't need to interrupt you anymore. Please.
I'm bounding her up and carrying her to the party. So
Thessalia, come on, let's take a look at those wounds.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
you are not fine whatsoever.
Oh, I'm fine. You know what? I'll be honest, I didn't realize that Agaus's blessings stretched this far inland, but I suppose something about the ice and shite allowed
I'm
that to
fairly
happen.
certain I saw you cough up some sort of an organ.
That was my blood. Maybe a bit of a hair bump. And as she's talking, she pulls out like a hip flask and unscrews it and just like pours out like a shot on the ground at her feet, and then just kicks in it back, puts the flask back away. Thank you, Agaus, for saving my life back there. Anyway, I see that you got it to Alvin. What do you think that is?
I turn to Rin. I show him the vial and I say, "What is it you've got us into, man? Like this is not normal. You know, I'm not a biologist by training. Frenell, what do you make of it?"
Frenell comes up and like you turn and ask her, and but off like in the distance, she can kind of like see like a glinting because of like the original flame that was going, that's like still going, according to Foundry at least, so I can say it. And she
But
just
it's yours.
runs
You
off
can do
into,
whatever
like,
you want with it. So
of the shiny thing. And so she does not answer you. She like goes and like finds this dagger and is like, wonder whose this is, because it doesn't look like any of like the weapons. And so she just like is like slowly walking back and just like looking at it and trying to figure out who the dagger belongs to.
For now, that you know that's my dagger, right?
Did you come here with this? I don't remember seeing this.
You know what? You can keep it. I've got plenty.
No. I'm trying to figure out who.
I think he recovered it.
Say what?
Yes, it is in fact my dagger.
Oh, okay. Here.
You see the little AN on the hilt?
Yes. Here. I wanted
I
to
carved that in myself.
you. I know you lost it, and you must have been very, very worried.
Rin steps up for a second, goes over to Alvin. You know, I heard you monologuing about how you stole the dagger before, so I'll be over here.
Well, hold on. We might need you, Rin. We have the necromancer.
Rin.
So
Maybe you want to ask some questions, or no? You know what? It's time for you to answer some questions. Do you know what this is? And I show him the vial.
He, before he leaves the area, no. It's like, look, no.
I had her on my shoulder, was walking towards y'all.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I was
trying to join the party.
Yeah.
We're not going to be in Foundry anymore because what you have is done. So yeah, let's just theater of the mind it.
Yeah.
So we have
interrogation.
her. She's
Go ahead.
She's not conscious, but she can be if we, I don't know, shove some ice in her face and I take some snow and I'm like ready to like.
I immediately like just start slapping her.
Yeah, she wakes up.
Wakey.
Oh yeah. She wakes up pretty damn quick. It's like, ugh.
No, she's still got a scarf in her mouth.
Yeah, you're still.
I didn't pull that out yet.
I have to roleplay this, don't I? Hold on, I need to.
Yeah.
We're gonna go grab one of our scarves. Oh my god, I can't use those on my glasses anymore.
Yeah, sure you can. So, I am Rin. This is your chance to finally shine. You said you speak her language.
I was gonna say that before we picked languages, I had planned on picking Jotun. That's one of my languages.
That's fine. You could take it.
Cool.
Now is the point in time where we establish, how do we say this? Now, I'm not an expert on interrogation, but the theory goes that you start off by establishing dominance. Does one of you want to give it a try?
This is completely our territory. Tessa, go ahead.
Right. Yeah, Tess is just gonna like crouch down next to her as she's like laying out on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, just woken up, tied up. Morning, sunshine. Now, I know you and I don't really speak the same fucking language or anything, but you understand what pain is, and I'm good at inflicting pain, right? So let's get to it now. Aldred, ask her some questions or something.
Like as soon as she's done saying that, I'm gonna yell everything that she just said at her in her face in Jotun.
Yeah, so,
Just trying to amp up the intimidation, you know.
All right. You give me an intimidation check. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. You're both going to roll intimidation, okay? However, Thessalia, you're going to use an aid action. All you need to do is just get like a 10 or above.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Aldred, make it bad.
So that is 16.
+2. So I got a
Plus
17.
2. There you go. So, oh wow. Okay, cool. So yeah, you have a total of 18. This is against her will DC. So let's find out exactly how intimidated she is. I'm going to say that this is going to be with misfortune. Because she is tied up, bound, and everything else, and she gets a. What does she get? Oh, she gets a 17. So, and you got an 18. So she looks up at Thessalia, why, like with a quizzical look, just as Aldred comes around, and saying, "What would have thought? That's your ceiling." And you understand exactly what she's saying, Aldred, because you speak Jotun.
Mm-hmm.
And you're, what the fuck is that thing saying? Take it from here.
Well, I don't know what she's saying.
No, you understood what she's saying. She said, as she's looking at Thessalia, you heard her say, with the thing in her mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. She's gonna hurt you really, really bad if you don't.
Her head like snaps over to you, and she's like mumbling something.
I've slapped the shit out of her. That's as soon as I see her mumbling, I'm thinking spells again. Like,
Easy, Stormy. I'm the bad one. You're the translator.
oh, I'm the good one.
Yeah, I get
You're
up
just
in
a
her
translator.
face.
No, all right.
I get up in her face and I show her the vial, and I tell Aldred, tell her we're gonna make her drink it after I'm done stabbing myself in the hand. And I stab myself in the hand just to
What?
prove that I can.
I'm just like, I don't know why he did that. Actually,
You see, you say that.
I just met these people 5 minutes ago. If I'm being honest.
Like shout out quickly to you, just like no. Let Alvin do it. Let Alvin do it. See what happens.
Okay. All right.
See, it's scarier because if I'm willing to do this to myself, she knows I'm willing to do some pretty crazy things to her.
She looks at Alvin, first listens to Aldred or says something, and then gets smacked over. And as she does, and she regains a little bit of her vision, comes back, and out of one eye, the other's just starting to get a little bit swollen. Looks at Alvin, who's like, stabbing
That's exactly
dagger,
right.
and she's like, makes a nodding look, and then hears him say in Jotun, I honestly don't know these fucking people. And she's like,
Ask her what this is. Ask her what's in the vial.
she looks very quizzical, and then she looks at the vial.
What's in the vial? Okay. I'm gonna remove.
Are you really?
I'm going to
You're really
remove.
so old, Stormy,
Stop.
that you forgot to remove the fucking guy.
Listen. We just got done fighting, okay?
Excuses.
I watched you get smacked around just a little bit too much.
I killed way more people than you did, so go on, ungag her.
And I knocked down half Kraken over here. So
I saw you go real gentle on her.
I'm gonna ungag her and I'm gonna be like, if you start saying any words that I don't understand, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you again.
All right. What do you want to know?
What's this black shit? What is this in the flask?
It comes from... She looks up into the sky.
What are we looking at?
This was what was in the meteor? Wait, you have to translate to us. I can't understand what she's saying.
She said it comes from, and then she stopped talking.
Ask her if did it come from the sky, the meteor.
Did it come from the meteor?
She
Big rock. Sky rock.
You see
In
a
the pit.
bloodied mouth and blood filling in between her teeth. She looks over at the ground and comes back with a wide, bloody grin, and then looks back up and around. When Skyfire falls, we name it the Fall. And then Ice Queen watches. Silent star, it speaks not, yet whispers in the wind. The Fall's cold, we learn. In alone, we join. In riddle, we find path. The Fall, not for warmth, but for forge. We, the steel. Hardship. Looks around, like licks of some of the blizzard landing on her face and summarily melting. Hardship. The hammer. We bend, not break. The Fall guides not to soft road, but to hard climb. It's light, not to end night, but to walk in it. The Fall's winter heart teaches spring's worth. Skyfire falls, earth shakes. Wind screams, we stand. We are Ice Queen's children, Frost's heirs. We do not yield.
Is Jotun your first language?
I learned this crude tongue.
It is a bit crude, and you are speaking it very crudely, actually.
I am speaking words of prophecy.
I'm gonna turn to them. She's speaking in riddles right now. She's just told me a big riddle about meteor, sky, fall, darkness come, but light not, for dark and it to walk in light.
Ask what was inside of the meteorite. Tell her where did they take that and what was it? I know riddles.
Rin says in Elven. Hold on. Rin says in Gnomish. Repeats it in Malin and quickly in Elven, unsure who speaks what languages. You see, he has a small book and a pen. This is a prophecy. Ask her to repeat it and then give them the words exactly, because this is everything she is saying is something that they believe in, I think.
Repeat what you just said slowly.
When the Skyfire falls,
When the Skyfire falls. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be. Sorry.
Pretty funny.
Frenell's just like looking at back and forth between them, like,
Can we just assume that I am translating as
Yeah, the whole thing is translated, and I'm gonna put it into chat, and I'm also gonna send it out to you guys.
Oh, thank God, because I was typing it like 4 different times.
No, you don't have to.
4 different fonts.
You don't have to in 4 different fonts. So,
ask her who the Ice Queen is.
Who's the Ice Queen?
she looks around, and you can hear from under her a scraping sound. Like,
I'm gonna pick her up.
and you see she's collected ice underneath her fingernails, and she looks back. Ice Queen provides this. And she looks around, looks down at the ice, looks at everything, like at the harshness of like the chapped skin that some of you might be feeling from the exposed elements, or from being exposed to the elements, and the bitter wind. She like inhales when it comes in directly into your area, and as the fire like whips around frantically due to it, and a couple more flurries, she like licks out at it. The Ice Queen is all of this. Ice teaches survival. You survive over these weak people. Ice Queen likes you.
Well, I haven't met her yet, so. I have one more question. Did anyone draw the symbol? Did anyone draw it, or?
Yeah, I think I described it to Rin, and Rin drew it.
Or
and he
or
showed
can
it
we
to everybody?
can we just drag her into the tent? Just ask her what's all this. You know.
Zora drew it on the ground.
Yeah.
And so I guess I walk up and I don't know which one. I kind of like whisper over to Zora, and I say, "Okay, which would be intimidating enough, but like not too intimidating? Blood or fire? Like Ice Queen, fire might not be so good, but blood could be a little cuckoo. Like, what do you think? What's less but enough intimidating?"
I mean, if it's your blood, then that's pretty scary. But
Alvin's already bleeding.
okay, so maybe fire. Do you know what? Do what you think is best. I trust you. You are clever.
Okay, so I run over to Alvin. I'm like, Alvin,
You see a hand come up as well. Frenell, keep something in mind. Anything that we do, they see it as a trial to pass. They won't show fear in the typical way.
So I take that to heart. Not entirely sure what it means yet. And I go to Alvin. I say, Alvin, give me your hand. And
I do it. Absolutely.
do my my thumb through Alvin's blood and go stand, basically walk right in front of her and draw the symbol on the ground in Alvin's blood. And I say, what is this? And I assume one of y'all translates. But
Yeah, what?
Okay.
What is that? That was my next question. So,
and I drew it basically upside down for us. So, because I drew it from my perspective. So, from the that person's, yeah. So they're seeing it like as a V, whereas I see it as more of like an A shape. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I ask, what is this?
She looks down. A trickle of blood comes out of the curl of her mouth as it forms a grin again. The message. The message from the fall. And all that comes with it.
Did the Ice Queen come from the fall?
No. Ice Queen, maybe send the fall.
When the fall fell, where did the inside of the fall go?
Where's the inside?
She
Where
looks
was
down
the
at her
inside?
abdomen.
Aldred, I want to try a slightly different approach. Tell her the Ice Queen loves us, but is angry at her. The Ice Queen is very angry because of how weak she is.
Do you want me to say that to her?
Yeah,
Threat.
yeah, I do.
Okay.
Frenell just like turns around and drinks some tea. He's not really happy with this.
The Ice Queen is really upset with you right now. Very upset. She loves us, as you can see clearly. What else did you want me to say?
Tell her I am very old, much older than I look, that I've survived plague, war, Tell her the Ice Queen has chosen me.
The gnome is so old. He's been around for so long, and the Ice Queen has chosen him.
She looks over, looks at the gnome up and down.
I casually take out a ration and start eating it in front of her.
Your words. She breaks gaze from Aldred and looks over at Alvin and cranes her neck out a little bit. Words like arrows can wound, but we Ice Queen's children, we do not bleed from such.
I break her foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How would you like that done?
Oh, I think I'd like to take the hilt of the knife that I stole, the dagger that I stole, and just smash it down on the toe area generally.
Roll to hit.
Oh, I closed Foundry. You told me to close Foundry. You told
No,
us we were
you're
closing
there.
Foundry.
I yeah, totally fair. Totally fair. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Sorry.
No, please. You
I'll go back
didn't do
in.
anything wrong. So it's going to be with fortune.
Yeah, you roll it. You're the DM.
You got
Jeez.
it. Yep, not a problem. Hold on.
Okay.
And let's see how much damage you can do. You bring it down on her. She is wearing boots. A little bit protective. It's not enough to break her foot, but it is definitely enough to get her attention. I go, bam!
Yeah, the toe knuckle. He hit your toe knuckle, didn't he?
How walk?
His words garbled like feeble little man that he is.
Oh, because you... Yeah.
I turn to Rin. I say, can we just take this one back with us? I mean, I really... I mean, not for torture purposes. It just feels wrong to leave her here.
She will not be leaving this place alive. If anybody finds out who it is that we are, game over
I take
for us.
I just drop the half of the ration that I didn't eat and walk away.
She looks at
Sometimes
him.
you gotta let him cook.
She looks at him, looks back at Aldred. Insults speak more of thrower than target. It is easy to bandy in words.
I come back and I get the rest of the ration because I'm still a little hungry.
Ask her why she won't tell us where the inside of the meteorite is.
Why are you not being straight with us? Why can't you just tell us where the inside of the meteor is, and we'll let you go back to your little Ice Queen, wherever you need to go?
Inside the meteor. Inside the rock. You asked me what was inside, and I looked down inside of me. Inside the rock. Already safe.
I'm going to tell them what she just said. She said a bunch of weird shit just now, but she looked inside of rock and then looked inside of her.
I think she's saying that perhaps the black shit that Alvin collected from the other guy, that was inside the meteor.
And now it's inside of them.
Anyway.
What happens if we put the black shit back into the meteor?
What happens if we put it back?
She looks at you quizzically, seeking clarification, but then she's beginning to understand your speech pattern. Why would you give gift back?
What about this is a gift?
This is reward. Everything we are is in this. Everything we shall become is in this. This is now everywhere. And she looks out into distant mountains, like as if she were able to see 1,000 miles away. That's the amount of hope that she has. She looks like she turns her head around and tries to, like, there's a crunching sound. She's not doing well. Looks back. All around. Everywhere. This is sign. This is the fall. And this is the home and starting place of it all. You see a little bit of black come out of her mouth. You should be honored to have this blessing of sight upon it.
I don't want anything to do with it, actually.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
Tess doesn't understand what's going on, but she sees the trickle of black blood, and she is like, just says, I'm going to burn your little ice princess and melt her into a small little puddle. And she's going to, like, still crouching, just rear back, invoke her elemental assault of fire. So all of you guys see just her right hand just become fire. And she glances over at Ren. You're satisfied, bookkeeper over there.
Frenell runs up and just like grabs your hand, even though it's on fire. Just like melds fire for a second, said, wait, one more question. Actually, two more questions. She had to think about it for a second. She goes over, stands right in front. Like, she doesn't really have to lean over very far. She's very short. She has two questions. First, what is your mother tongue? What is your native language?
What's your normal language? What is your native tongue?
She looks at you quizzically. Rin stops writing and kind of takes a look forward and kind of settles in. He really wants to hear the answer of this. And she looks back at you. We do not show interest in person here. This knowledge is futile in grand scheme of things in the plan.
She dodging the question.
And so the second question that I follow up with is, if you received such an important and gracious gift, yet you don't find your own background important, why would you come forth and attack any who drew near to this gift without knowing who they were?
She listened intently to Frenell's words and then, like almost afraid to take her eyes off of Frenell, looks up at Aldred.
So basically what she said is, if you're so intent about this gift that you say is a gift, why are you hostile towards us coming to seek it? Why are you guarding it?
I am Chrysaera. Voice, eyes, ears, tongue. Ren goes, Chrysaera. Deity of suffering and tribunals by survival. I am here for that. The God King of Yurundi has his own policies to kill people on sight. I am here for that.
Well, she won't be surviving this. Flaming fist to the face.
Like before we can do anything.
Oh my god.
I'm okay with this.
I'm gonna roll the hit.
She like looks up, looks like that she's about to say something as a smile comes across her face. All you heard, Aldred, was there get the brunid, and just boom, it was done. And all what that was they can burn and boom, dead. The hollowed out portion of her skull, the blood just kind of like cauterizes in the flames beyond, in the flames within. Yeah, man.
I do feel like she was about to say something important. Yes.
Well, maybe she should have talked a little bit faster.
You can't even. You don't speak Yoden.
You're the first. You taught me. Strike quickly, strike first. She struck second.
She's tied up.
And whose fault is that?
Hold on. Hold on.
You're right. You know what? You got me there.
Put out her fire. Put out the fire. We can take the body with us.
All right.
Can I recover any more of the
Someone's
black
no.
goop from it?
I think the black goop is controlling people's minds. But that's just me. I'm a little superstitious. So
Well, I would like to experiment on it, obviously.
that sounds like a terrible experiment, actually.
Oh, it sounds like a great experiment. That's why you're not a man of science, Aldred. If you were a man of science, you would see this as an opportunity to learn.
You don't know
It's
me.
too thick for that.
Zora,
And
give me a
I turned
perception
to
check.
text And I'm just like, what is science?
Zora, perception.
Slowest perception ever. It's a 10.
Oh well.
Well.
Now, you know what? Fuck it. Let me give it to you, because while this conversation is interesting, you also understand something, because you guys were all taught in the society. We're going in behind enemy lines. Shit's gonna be going down. If we are caught, it's gonna be an international incident. So I'm going to assume that somebody was out there on the periphery, if not all of you at one point or another, understanding the mission and looking out on the horizon. Far out to the west, or excuse me, far out to the north, you're picking up on signs of like there's a somewhere out on the horizon, torches. And the more striking thing, however, are the 3 large silhouettes that are also making their way in this direction. They're still about quite a ways away, about a quarter of a mile, but with the assistance of the moon and the reflection of the snow and ice, you can make them out.
We need to wrap this up, and quite literally, let's take some of the canvas from the tent, wrap her in it, and get out so that we don't run into the 3 people coming this way.
Aldred is on it. He's running to the tent to start taking it apart.
You're there.
that's-
Rin like pats the right of your shoulder. You get that side, I get this side. And he takes out a dagger and it's just like carving out huge swaths of this and immediately rolling it up so that it has the symbols and everything like that. We need to take her body as well.
Yes, roll her in it.
Ah, he puts it back out. Puts the body on it. And, all right, we're good to go.
I've got a theory. Speak in your turn. Rock your fucking brain.
That's great. We could talk about that.
I'm just rifling through pockets as everyone else is being useful.
Yeah, you find some pretty nasty things in there.
Gross.
So our scene is going to slowly change. What we have here is, let me get this, that, and the other thing, and okay, and cool, and ROFL, what you end up finding, first off, you find all of these things need to be identified at some point or another. But this first one, you know exactly what it is. It's a potency crystal. This can be used.
Oh, I've never used those.
You still know what it is.
Okay. Oh, fine.
Yeah.
I was making a virility joke.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
didn't pick up on it. Okay.
Yeah. No. It's
Sorry.
Okay.
That's right. Anyway, you find a potency crystal. You may want to jot these things down.
Yeah. Okay. Potency crystal.
There is also, she has an elixir on her. You can see a picture of an eyeball, but it looks like an eagle's eye. There's a pendant that appears to be made of bronze and a picture of a bull. Anybody with society, go ahead and roll for that if you happen to have Foundry open. If not, don't worry about it.
I do have some society, actually.
Yeah, if you, I can roll that for you. 1 second.
Attributes.
Oh, don't worry about it, dude. I got a 20. Oh, you got
I
it?
also
Or?
got a 24.
Oh, fucking fantastic. The bronze bull, you recognize that as a pendant coming from the from a land much, much further to the east and a little bit south of here. It's more of a tribal thing that doesn't really belong in this area. Alvin, you find very, very handy for you. It's a mutagen. You immediately identify it as a lesser silver tongue mutagen.
Oh, fantastic.
And you also find a lesser dark vision elixir.
Wonderful.
In a backpack underneath her cloak, you find a sun rod,
Oh, fantastic.
a happening snare, holy water,
Holy water.
and a total of 23 gold.
Woo. Aren't you glad?
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, 34 gold.
Woo, baby.
So I have all of this. I have this list, so I can send it into the chat as well.
Fantastic. I casually toss a piece to Frenell, and one to Aldred, and one to Zora, and one to Thessalia.
We need to get going. This is a good find. This is a very good find. While you are moving and people are now putting things into their pockets, the conversation continues. Rin, usually quiet, spends a lot of his time writing down much of your conversation and ends up recalling a lot of the words that she had said from his own thing, reciting it as if it were something on the inspirational side. You guys are lifted a little bit, feeling a little bit better about what it is that you've done. Possibly, it's up to you. I can't tell you how your PCs react, but the words are definitely enlightening. And he reminds you that the Society's purpose is to collect information exactly like this. And he says, it's time for us to go home. We found out what this is. And Alvin, what you collected there is going to be very, very useful in the research. I would like you to meet the alchemists of the Society. It would probably take them several days to all come together. But then, you can discover exactly what that is. He looks around. This is very favorable. This will look very good for all of you. And you will be paid depending on the value of the information that we have gained. You should be paid handsomely. I was not expecting the usefulness of a druid here in Frozen Wastelands. But I come from Frozen Wastelands. My home is just to the east of this giant realm. There's, believe it or not, a few humans who live there. We have druids, but I wasn't expecting Rundi to... Let's just say they can benefit from your presence here if they were only open-minded. Thessalia, he goes back to the camp. You guys meet up with Karl. he's already breaking down the camp, and he's like on a cart with a horse, and things are getting ready to go. Thessalia, you should not have underestimated. You do good amount of damage. Some of it is to yourself, but it's Zora,
you and Stormy have a lot in common.
Stormy.
Hi, big, dumb for brains over there.
She's talking about me, actually.
I was going to get to you last. I'm writing. I have to write everything down so that I can submit this report. Zora, your ability to sneak around and do this is invaluable. This is incredibly good, and it enabled this. What name, Tasia? You want to Tasia? What name? Thessalia, you want to give Aldred?
Oh, his name is Stormy.
Stormy.
My name is.
Or at least I've been calling him Stormy my whole life.
What,
My name is Aldred.
Your name is Aldred. All right, so Aldred's quote Stormy. Quote. So, Karl, thank you very much for watching the camp. If they catch us, we will be dead. International incidents. We have to go. You did all extremely well. While a week or so passes for you guys to get back, which is where we are going to pick up next week, we're going to have some downtime activity, which could include all of the results of your finds, rather than having to go through the rolls and other things like that. It'll be given to you based on your character stats. I may ask some of you in between to make some rolls to assist in the discoveries. When the society receives this information, they are rather surprised. And when you finally walk into those doors, there's a nod of, huh. Some of those who you saw looked at you and were like, you know, people come, people go. But when someone of the society comes back complete, not dead, and with information on their very first mission, there's a silent acknowledgement that you are all now veterans. They're all looking at you. Bowls of soup are now passed across tables to you from themselves. A warming sign that I don't need this right now. I'm sitting down and I am warm. You are not. Though it was a week, they refer to your mission as if it's in the present, and the society heals everyone up, and as a reward, you also receive little trinkets here and there, which we will go over, that you'll be able to discuss next week on Seekers of the Fall. You guys were fucking amazing. Thank you for making this awesome. I really appreciate it.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. This is awesome.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Yes, and so welcome, Woodsy, Dan. Welcome, Chris. This is fucking amazing. Apple Glass, of course. We have, of course, ROFL, Josh over here. My beloved Erin. We are going to meet back up with Kevin. Everyone, follow all the peoples that are here at Apple Glass, ROFL Iron Chef, Woodsy 42, right? Woodsy 42.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, what's yours?
I just have Discord.
Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
CHDASA1.
So if you find the jumble of letters, that's him.
Yeah, that's
and I definitely want to give a huge shout out to all of the people that have been in chat and all throughout this. It's one of the first time we've been streaming on this channel for close to 3 years, and very rarely do we see a constant flow. So first off, David, I love seeing you here, my friend. I am so happy to see you here. I hope things are going well over in the land of Kiwi. Dude, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and thank you so much for all of the biddies that you've been giving. Jelly Bean Mama, hello. I'm so happy that you're here as well. Victor, I know just left. Stacy, love having you here as well. We're going to be seeing something about you soon. I'm very excited about that. Indy Glowing and all the others that have been here. It's Bjor. Wards, do not. I break your foot. That was fucking awesome. Loa back, I see that you're here as well. So everyone who has spent all this time together, Genbook Night, you helped save one of the characters through the channel points. You guys all also contribute to the story, as you saw. So thank you, everything. Thank you for keeping the torches lit. Typically, I would offer an after party. However, I know that it's getting late for a lot of people here. So unfortunately, tonight we're going to skip it. But perhaps in the future, if we end a little bit earlier, I'll talk with the players, find out what's good for them. Maybe we'll have an after party where we can all discuss these events after. Either way, come into Discord. We have a spoiler chat that is set up specifically for this type of conversation. Go to discord.gg/Evandale or just type !Discord right here in Twitch chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out, players. This was my honor. I really appreciate it. So kudos to you guys. You did absolutely fantastic. All of you were just just amazing humans. Have a fantastic night, everyone. Stay adorable. We'll catch you guys next time.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Night.